Mangum Regional Medical Center proudly supports the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers. Here's to a healthy, winning season and a community that stands together. If you need us, find us at mangumregional.net.
Hey, come on by the Mangum Tag Agency at 108 East Pierce in Mangum for all your vehicle tag and registration needs. Driver's license, ID renewals, including CDL or Add Real ID. We now offer initial issuance and out-of-state driver's license and ID transfers. And we issue Pike Pass. For fast, friendly customer service, come see Tom, Cynthia, or Adam. We're here for you. Check us out online at mangumtag.com. For tag renewals and more information, phone 580-782-3004. The Mangum Tag Agency says go Tigers.
Folks in Mangum know what to do when they need to quench a thirst, curb a hunger attack, or cool down with an ice cream. They just make The Loop at 918 North Lewis Tittle in Mangum. The Loop, supporting the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers.
TCLC is a family-owned 5-star daycare center that has been caring for children for over 45 years. The owners of Tiger Cub are proud to serve the Mangum area and support the Mangum Lady Tigers and Tigers on the radio and streaming. Tiger Cub Learning Center says,
Attention Mangum Tigers, are you ready to show your Tiger pride? This is Lori Laughlin from Cattlemen's Bank, member FDIC. At our bank, we are always geared up and ready to cheer the Tigers and Lady Tigers on to victory. You can count on us to wear the brightest orange and black. We'll see you at the games.
Triad Home Health in Mangum is locally owned and offers nursing, physical therapy, occupational, wound care, IV therapy, and more. All administered by people who go above and beyond for you. Phone Triad Home Health today at 580-782-5800. That's 782-5800.
Hi Mangum Tiger fans, this is Jill Grauman with RE/MAX Property Place. If you need to buy or sell a property or a home in Mangum or anywhere in Greer County, just call me at 580-706-0259. You'll see lots of my signs around town because I get the results for my clients. I say, go Mangum Tigers.
Jill Grauman, RE/MAX Property Place. Always here, always helping.
Great Plains Bank of Mangum is proud to support the Mangum Tigers and the exciting fall sports season. Get ready to cheer on our local youth and enjoy all the thrilling activities our community thrives when we come together to celebrate and support our young athletes. When it comes to your banking needs, whether you're opening a new account, applying for a loan, or just seeking financial advice, our friendly team is here to help you every step of the way. Great Plains Bank, proudly serving our community with a smile. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Blair Tire and Feed on the corner of Highway 283 and 19 is your certified Firestone tire dealer and a proud supporter of the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers. When you need tires, we're specialty trained and equipped to take care of you. Lyle Shaw and his crew at Blair Tire and Feed wish the Tigers lots of luck in today's game, and always remember, play smart, play safe, play hard, and play with pride. And good luck from everyone at Blair Tire and Feed on the corner of Highway 283 and 19 in Blair, Oklahoma.
If you need some welding done or a metal building built, then call Rocky Caskey. Rocky has built metal buildings in southwest Oklahoma for more than 15 years. Carports, patio covers, building large or small, Rocky Caskey does them all. Don't settle for less. Get the best building for your money. Call Rocky Caskey at 580-471-8282. That's 471-8282. Rocky supports high school sports.
Are you ready to take the next step towards your degree? Reach Higher is Oklahoma's degree completion program designed just for you. At Western Oklahoma State College, we make it easy to finish your associate's degree with flexible options that fit your busy life. Choose from online classes to face-to-face learning or a mix of both. Don't wait. Enrollment is open now. Visit wosc.edu or call us at 580-477-2000. and start reaching higher today.
In Bloom Flowers and Gifts is proud to sponsor Mangum Tiger Games. The new In Bloom Flowers and Gifts offers a big selection of Tiger Pride items. Make some noise, Tiger fans, and show your pride with spirit items. In Bloom Flowers and Gifts, right in the corner with the right Tiger Pride.
At 333 Dental Care, we're all smiles for our hometown teams. We're proud to cheer on the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers this season. Go Tigers! Bring home the win!
Hey, all you Tiger fans, it's game time. This is Jacob Gilner from Cattlemen's Bank, member FDIC. We are thrilled and ready for live Mangum Tiger and Lady Tiger action on the field and court this season. Let's pack the stands and cheer loud. Cattlemen's Bank is full of school spirit. Go Tigers!
Well, hi again, everyone. Welcome to football on Classic Hits 97.7. Is that up? I don't know that I'm there. Am I there? I'm not hearing myself very well. I may be. You never know. You're looking live at the Devon Tower out in the distance. No. And I was hearing it earlier, and I heard the commercials. I just didn't hear me. Anyhow, I guess I'm there. Okay. So we get set for this. There we go. Got to hold your mouth just right. Okay. We're getting set for this district opener, district bowl game between Southwest Covenant and Mangum, as these two teams, second game of the district season. Mangum, of course, 1-0 inside district play and 4-0 overall. Meantime, Southwest Covenant 3-1 on the season. They are 0-1 inside the district. They call this place the backyard, and that is literal. I mean, this is a school and a facility that is in the middle of a housing district, and you can see it in your camera shot that there are all sorts of homes out across the way, and it is literally the backyard. They're serving up hamburgers downstairs and got picnic tables set up. It really is kind of a small town feel until you look at the field, and it is absolutely pristine and immaculate. Oh, by the way, Chad Fox and I are sequestered upstairs outside. So we have been outside at Cache. We've been outside at Watonga. Now we can say that we've been outside at Southwest Covenant, which, by the way, is in Yukon. The school itself, the complex, if you don't know where it is just to the north of Yukon High School and that complex. And the complex that they have here, just as nice as the one up the road. So we're getting set for this one. Our pregame show, as always, brought to us by our good friends over there at Great Plains Bank. When you and I come back, we'll have a chance to visit with Sam Powers. We'll be down on that field that is so neat to look at. I wonder what it's like to play on. We'll find out with Coach Powers after this on Classic Hits 97.7.
Greer County Farm Bureau agents Mickey Lively and Rod Calhoun support high school sports. Mickey and Rod offer insurance for property, auto, casualty, life, commercial, and crop insurance. They're ready to serve you at 231 North Oklahoma in Mangum. Call 580-782-3827.
Hello, Lone Wolf and Hobart.
Granite Drug Company is now delivering to Hobart, Lone Wolf, Granite, and Mangum. Granite Drug Company is a complete pharmacy ready to fill and deliver your prescriptions. And it's easy to get switched. Just call 580-535-2130 or visit our store at 316 North Main in Granite. Granite Drug Company has an ice cream fountain open all day and lunches from 11 to 2. Health and beauty products and selection of gifts. Granite Drug Company is here for you.
Greer Funeral Home proudly supports the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers. We're wishing our team strength, teamwork, and success all season long. Serving Greer County since 1923. Phone 480-2111.
Ashley Slayton and Catherine Webb, certified family nurse practitioners, and the rest of the friendly faces at the JCMH Family Care Clinic in Mangum treat all ages, children through adults. This means we are all yours for well child exams, annual checkups, as well as those illnesses that can hit us. We also do management of chronic illnesses like asthma, diabetes, and high blood pressure. Same-day appointments are usually available. At the JCMH Family Care Clinic in Mangum, call 782-3393 for appointments.
Countdown to kickoff rolls on here on a football Friday night, week number 5. Sam Powers joining us prior to tonight's bowl game. And, Coach, first of all, we talked a few weeks back about getting punched in the mouth, Mike Tyson and all that stuff. For the last 2 weeks, your club has come out and thrown haymakers and overhand rights and has not let the other team get off the canvas. 2 weeks in a row, 28-0 at the end of the first quarter of play.
Yeah, I mean, just executing at a high level. It's something you talk about early in the season. Those little hiccups are going to happen a little bit. You got to get woke up, and then once it gets going, we talked earlier, you and I, about multiple seasons. Well, district play kicked off. There isn't a time to get hit first. You got to go hit first, and so I think they've taken that to heart, and they're continuing to execute at a high level, and when you do that, it's really tough to beat.
You talk about execution. and it's easy to look at the points on the scoreboard, but your team has executed really well. The penalties have been minimal. The turnovers have been minimal. That's got to make you happy.
Yeah, really happy. I mean, you statistically, Remington had one incompletion last night. That one incompletion, or last time, was a drop. We don't have any fumbles. We're doing a really good job in those aspects. It's something we talk about every day. We have to take care of the football and give ourselves another chance to live another down, and you have an offensive line like we have. It's really easy to live another down and feel confident about what you can do after that. So
I had the chance on my way up here to see a couple of different guys, places that I stopped. They saw my shirt, Mangum Tigers, wanted to talk about your football team. Both times I talked about the fact your depth along the offensive and defensive line of scrimmage cannot be overlooked.
Yeah, I would say legitimately at a Class A Division II school, we're too deep everywhere.
Yeah.
And that is really fun. You feel really confident in the next guy that he can give our first guy a break. And when you get to stay fresh like that, it's really hard at this level that we're out to hang with us, because your kids got to go the whole time. Our kids get a break every now and then, and so that's huge.
Yeah, I mean, you go back and look at the video, and third quarter of every ball game, you can see the opposition head starting to hang. The body language isn't good.
One thing I've always said since I've been at Mangum, we will not be in worse shape than anybody we play. We are always going to have our foot on the accelerator and make you test your conditioning. If you're not doing it right during the week, you're not going to be able to hang with us past the third quarter, and that's something we have a lot of pride in. Our kids buy into that. They're in the weight room every day. They run every day to make sure that we can play at the level that we do consistently.
So the Southwest Covenant team, and I know it's faceless and nameless each week as you prepare, but what will we see from them offensively?
They like to throw it. They have a good little receiver. Last name is Hess, I believe, number 8. He can really do some good things. They have a big, tall receiver. Last name is Tritt, maybe. They do a good job. Struggling in the run game a little bit right now, so I think that's why they're throwing it a lot. But anytime you throw the ball, Mike Gundy said that not too long ago, you always want to throw the ball because only 2 bad things can happen, a pick or an incompletion. Everything else could go your way. So anyways, I like it. They're gonna throw the ball a lot on us, and I want that. I want our secondary to continue to be tested. They've rose to the challenge, and they need that. Our defensive line now needs to be tested on, can we go get pressure in passing situations.
Tackling has improved every week that has gone by.
It's funny. We have a deal with our kids. No tackle circuit if you pitch a shutout. And so we pitched a shutout the last 2 weeks, and we haven't had tackle circuit, but it's a little bit of motivation that they don't have to do that. But that means that they're tackling in the game, and we're shutting people out. So, it's something we worked on a lot early in the season to make sure that we were elite tacklers, and it's just kept going. And so right now we want to pitch another shutout so they don't have to do tackle circuit next week.
Exactly. What about playing on this field? It's different than what we're used to.
Yeah, I mean, really cool surface. They talked about a concussion pad under here that they did some tests on, and it was really elite. And then they did cedar chips instead of the black rubber, and that is to keep the turf cooler, which is really cool. So, normally if we have 80 degrees at kickoff, we're going to have 88 on the turf, but if it's 80 degrees at kickoff, turf's 80 degrees too. So it's kind of cool. I always like playing on different surfaces like this. This gives you a big-time atmosphere, because if we make and go deep in the playoffs, we're going to be on a field like this every week after that. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully we get 2 at home, and then after that we'll be on turfs.
All right, last week we had the chance, at least in the first half, to share the booth with one of your assistant coaches. We haven't really focused on your assistants. You got some guys that really work their tails off for you.
Yeah. We have elite assistant coaches. Coach Combest and Coach Pride, they both do the defense. They're both my coordinators on the defensive side. 2 of the most passionate guys I know about defensive work. And then you got Coach Richardson, who is one of the most detail-oriented coaches I've been around in terms of how little he wants to focus on, like what step they take and how far that step is in their first step, that we do that every day, So, and then you got Colton Laughlin, who's been in my system, and he knows how to teach my system. And so it just continues, like everybody has a really cohesive unit. Our wives are a cohesive unit, and it makes it really fun for all of us. We all love each other. We all would give the shirt off our back to the next guy on our staff, and it just makes it a really good atmosphere. I don't think it gets better.
And I don't think you can overlook something you just said. Your wives all are one unit. If things aren't well at home, it's tough to go to work and do your job. And so the wives have to buy into it just like you guys do.
That's something that Tara's really passionate about. She always wants to make sure that everybody has that same ear, because we're all going through it. We're all going through a season in our lives where we don't get to be there as much as we want to be for our kids, and we don't get to be there as much as we want to be for our wives, because we're developing other people's kids, and we're taking our time with other people's kids. And so that kind of hurts. But when those wives have a little tribe together that they get to lean on each other and vent to each other, I think that's pretty special, and it helps them navigate this season. So.
And Tara is the perfect ringleader for that, isn't she?
Yeah, she eats it up. Every year she gets coaches' wives gifts, and they're personalized and they're fun, and we have get-togethers after home games and things, and she organizes all that. She's just perfect for it.
All right, Coach, get out there and get after it. We look forward to it. Countdown to kickoff continues after we take a timeout. We've got Southwest Covenant and Mangum coming up. Classic Hits 97.7.
Sovereign Bank is your bank of choice. Sovereign Bank is a proud supporter of the Mangum Tiger Athletics. Supporting our schools and athletic programs is a top priority. Hear us roar, go Tigers. We're cheering you on all season long. Sovereign Bank, empowering our youth with the freedom to dream. Sovereign Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
The law offices of Corey Kendall proudly support the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers. We're behind you all the way. Go Tigers! Corey Kendall, attorney at law, 122 North Oklahoma Avenue in Mangum.
Mangum Brick Company has been operating since the early 1900s. They're the largest private employer in Greer County. Mangum Brick is proud to support high school athletics radio broadcasts. And if you know of someone looking for work, always check with Mangum Brick, as they may be hiring.
Mangum Regional Medical Center proudly supports the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers. Here's to a healthy, winning season and a community that stands together. If you need us, find us at mangumregional.net.
It's time for Mangum football on Classic Hits 97.7 and Mangum Tiger TV. Tonight's game is brought to you by Tiger Cub Learning Center, Cattleman's Bank, JCMH Mangum Clinic, Granite Drug, 333 Dental, Kendall Law, Greer Funeral Home, Mangum Regional Medical Center, Jill Grauman Remax, Blair Tire and Feed, Sovereign Bank, Great Plains Bank, Greer County Farm Bureau, The Loop, Triad Home Health, In Bloom Flowers and Gifts, Mangum Brick Company, Mangum Tag Agency. Get ready for kickoff. Mangum Tiger football is on the air. Here's the voice of the Tigers, Michael Barnes.
And welcome back to the backyard as we get set for Southwest Covenant and Mangum tonight here. Week number 5 already of the high school football season. Morgan Maddox has checked in tonight. Morgan, hello, and welcome. Amy Ken Carter, they're loving the shots provided by Chad Fox. Chad, without a microphone tonight, he's killing me, but at least he's got the camera going. Amy and Ken Carter say, hey, we need more stands across the way. Our club travels strong. You're right. Tiffany McIntosh says, let's go Tigers. Charles Stowe has checked in his Classic Hits 97.7 t-shirt. Our good friend Evan Sharp from back on the East Coast is channeling his Slim Shady. He says, guess who's back? Back again. Evan's back. Tell a friend. And Sandy Harper Hartshorn has just joined us along with Jennifer Reisner. Good evening to William Dickey. He says, good luck, Coach Powers. John Murrow has checked in. He says, Trey Williams' great uncle John in Dodge City, Kansas, says, let's go, boys. And Tori Kerbo has checked in, although I know she's here. Tori, good to have you alongside. We got here early, and the teams, or the Mangum team, was actually in the reception area, the area that you walk through to come into the football facility. And the coaches were going over some things with the kids. And your son looked up, kind of gave me a smile like a kid that is in a classroom and somebody walks into the middle of that classroom and interrupts. I was the guy who interrupted. I hope that I didn't get young Mr. Curvo in trouble because I distracted from what the coaches were saying. Our countdown to kickoff is brought to us this evening. You're good. Is brought to us, as always, by our good friends at Great Plains Bank. as we get set for this one. Again, Southwest coming at 3-1, 0-1 inside district play. Mangum 4-0 and 1-0. Elsewhere in District A1, A2-1 tonight, Texoma is at Moreland. And Texoma 2-2 on the year, 1-0 in the district. Moreland is 0-4. They had a lot of graduation losses from last year and really struggling to get untracked. Carnegie and Apache, a couple of teams that have had some difficulties. Carnegie does have a win on the year. They will be entertaining Apache tonight. And Thomas was scheduled to play Cordell, but you know the situation there. So Thomas is idle this evening. Elsewhere, A1-2 district play. Hobart Bearcats are at home tonight. They're entertaining Walters. Walters has yet to win a ball game. That contest, Hobart and Walters, over on the network on 1420 KTJS and 102.1 on the FM dial. That is Hobart and Walters. Also in A1 district play, Frederick is at Okemah tonight. A pair of ball clubs that are 1-3 on the year and 0-1 inside the district. The other teams on the Mangum schedule that the Tigers have already played this year, Wilson is on the road there at Ringling. That's an A2 District 2 matchup. Now keep in mind, Mangum will play the team coming out of that group, okay, that district in the first round of the playoffs. So we will watch that. Would it be crazy if they played Wilson again? Anyhow, they're at Ringling tonight. Watonga looking for their first win. It'll be tough. They're on the road taking on Cashin. Cashin is 4-0 on the year. Lawton Eisenhower played last night. They were beaten by Southmore 48-0. Eisenhower back up to 6A, and they are really struggling at that level. Meantime, in 5A1 district play, Lawton MacArthur played a game on their campus for the first time ever, and they blasted Classen SAS 61-0. I don't know if you know this or not, but part of the I'm not sure where the money came from, to be honest with you, but part of the money that has gone to the Lawton schools, they have built on campus football facilities where games can be played. You got lights and plenty of stands and everything else. So all those facilities, and MacArthur made their debut last night. Good luck to you, Coach Brian. They made their debut at home last night, winning 61-0. Altus Bulldogs, folks, they are for real. They are probably going to be 5-0 after tonight. They're on the road at Western Heights to take on the JETS Jets. And Western Heights winless on the year. Altus is 4-0. Also in 4A play tonight, Clinton is at Bridge Creek. We went by Bridge Creek and saw Clinton headed that way. Also Elgin in that same district, the defending state champions, victorious last night, beating Elk City 54-7. Weatherford, who lost last week on a tough last-second overtime bowl game to Clinton. Weatherford tonight entertaining Douglas, and Cash making the road trip to Woodward. 8-man football action tonight around the listening area. D1-2 play. Hollis will entertain Snyder. District opener for both ball clubs. Hollis 3-1, Snyder 1-3. Burns Flat-Dill City will be outside the district tonight. They travel to Oklahoma Bible to take on the Bison. In C2 play, Tipton last night beating Corn Bible Academy 56-8 was the final there. Tonight, Granfield is at Bray Doyle, and Mountain View Goodebo entertaining Geary. Mountain View Goodebo 3-1 on the year, 1-0 inside the district. The Bison are 1-3, and they are 0-1 inside district play. Jennifer Reiser says, let's go Tigers. David Henry, let's go Tigers. Let's start out fast and sock it to them. I like that. For those of you old enough to remember, and I am, you probably aren't, but that used to be a phrase. Sock it to me, sock it to me. Okay, thank you, Laugh-In fans, for those of you who watch that program. All right, Evan Sharp has been waiting a long time, he says, to say that phrase, guess who's back. So we're glad, Evan, that we could help you channel your inner Slim Shady. Mangum is going to receive the football. They'll do so on the right end of your listening and or viewing device. No surprise there. Sam Powers wants the football. He wants to attack. He wants to put points on the board. Let's go Mangum from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. That from Dave McCook. Dave, good to have you alongside, my friend. And our countdown to kickoff rolls on. Brought to us by our good friends over there and Great Plains Bank. And we'll return to the backyard after this on Classic Hits 97.7.
Hey, come on by the Mangum Tag Agency at 108 East Pierce in Mangum for all your vehicle tag and registration needs. Driver's license, ID renewals, including CDL or Add Real ID. We now offer initial issuance and out-of-state driver's license and ID transfers. And we issue Pike Pass. For fast, friendly customer service, come see Tom, Cynthia, or Adam. We're here for you. Check us out online at mangumtag.com. For tag renewals and more information, phone 580-782-3004. The Mangum Tag Agency says go Tigers.
Folks in Mangum know what to do when they need to quench a thirst, curb a hunger attack, or cool down with an ice cream. They just make the Loop at 918 North Lewis Tittle in Mangum. The Loop, supporting the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers.
TCLC is a family-owned 5-star daycare center that has been caring for children for over 45 years. The owners of Tiger Cub are proud to serve the Mangum area and support the Mangum Lady Tigers and Tigers on the radio and streaming. Tiger Cub Learning Center says,
Attention Mangum Tigers. Are you ready to show your Tiger pride? This is Lori Laughlin from Cattlemen's Bank, member FDIC. At our bank, we are always geared up and ready to cheer the Tigers and Lady Tigers on to victory. You can count on us to wear the brightest orange and black. We'll see you at the games.
Triad Home Health in Mangum is locally owned and offers nursing, physical therapy, occupational, wound care, IV therapy, and more. All administered by people who go above and beyond for you. Phone Triad Home Health today at 580-782-5800. That's 782-5800.
Hi, Mangum Tiger fans. This is Jill Grauman with RE/MAX Property Place. If you need to buy or sell a property or a home in Mangum or anywhere in Greer County, just call me at 580-706-0259. You'll see lots of my signs around town because I get the results for my clients. I say, go Mangum Tigers.
Jill Grauman, RE/MAX Property Place. Always here, always helping.
Back in the backyard as we get set for Mangum and Southwest Covenant. Lai Rich says, let's go Steelers from Home Depot in Alaska. Why are you guys outdoors? Well, because they stuck us outdoors, Lai. That is why we are outdoors. It is an absolutely picture-perfect night. And at some point, we may have to channel our Monday Night Football crew and get them to take a shot at the moon, as we may have an Otis Sistrunk sighting before all is said and done. And again, for those of you old enough to remember that Monday night with Howard Cosell and Dandy Don Meredith and Otis Sistrunk, who played for the then Oakland Raiders, took his helmet off, and there was literally steam rising off his head. You can probably find that video somewhere on YouTube. And it is a dandy living up to Don Meredith. So, good to have you alongside on this Football Friday night, week number 5. No problems with the weather here. It is absolutely picture perfect, pristine. Another warm day. Warm days, cool nights. Can't complain about that. Do have a bit of a breeze out of the south here in Yukon. It's 84 degrees. At 8 o'clock, it's supposed to be 80. And at 9, 78 degrees. So no complaints. As I mentioned, Mangum will be on the road in 3 weeks from tonight. We will be at Texoma. No guarantee that when you get out into the Oklahoma Panhandle in late October that the weather will be pristine. So we may have to find some golf gear, some extra cold weather golf gear for Chad if we're sequestered outside again in 3 weeks. Plenty of football to talk about between now and then as Mangum gets ready to take on Southwest Covenant. Good evening to Brian Lively. That reminds me, before we get started, I want to say hello and good evening to our Teacher of the Week. Our dear friend Kelly King is the Teacher of the Week, and I know she was honored by that. And Kelly will be talking to at some point during one of the half times between now and the end of the season, because basketball season will start off in December at the Burns Flat Tournament. Ms. King teaches government, by the way, at Mangum High School, and thanks to her for all the support for all students across the spectrum. And she's a great cheerleader. Kelly King, the teacher, the teacher of the week at Mangum High School. So Mangum set to receive. They will do so on the right end of your listening and or viewing device. As they want to get things underway early on. And back to receive for Mangum. Up top, you will find Mason Parker. And then here on the near side, Mason Mitchell. So it's Mason squared back there. A bit of a breeze blowing in the face of the kicker, Zach Chandler. So the backs, Mason squared between the 15 and 20-yard line. Kickoff underway. A little pooch kick here on the near side. Fair catch called for and made. And a good play there by Diego Tellis. It'll be good positioning for Mangum. They'll have it first and 10 at about their own 32 as we are set to go to work. And we talked to Coach about it last week. At some point, we're going to see a return of a kickoff or a punt. But as Coach pointed out, opposition kicks away from Mangum, both on kickoffs and on punts. So we're ready to get this one underway. It'll be a pistol formation for Mangum in the backfield. Talon Frazier. And Frazier, my goodness, he is a load. Rogers split here on the near side. Now Frazier will go to the tight end position. Tailback is Curtis Henley. They'll send a man in motion. That's Richardson. And they want to throw down the near sideline. Rogers pass intended for him. And the ball going to be tipped away at the last second by Lyndon Bymeyer. But they're going to get Bymeyer for pass interference. So Bymeyer going to get called for pass interference. It's a 15-yard penalty in high school. So they'll bring it out from the 32 out to about the 47. It'll be first and 10 for Mangum. So no surprise there. Mangum taking, they won the toss. They wanted the football. They got the wind at their back. And they put Remy up there to go deep. So officially they call it holding. A defensive holding, so instead of 15 yards, it'll only be 10 out to the 42 instead of the 47. Michael Scott Augustine has joined us. Hello, Michael. Good to have you alongside, my friend. So, again, Remy and company will go from the pistol formation. And first down at 3:33. First down, Laughlin, high snap. He'll go up and get it, break a couple of tackles, and takes it out to about the 43-yard line. Remy getting a yard out of a play that had disaster written all over it. And we talked about that turf, and he got a good bounce off of it. Came right back to him. We've seen some high snaps the last couple of weeks. Center Shane Lee, and you wonder what that is about, because we're in the fifth week, and the mesh probably should be better. Mad Max going to go in motion, near side, far side. They'll flip it out to him. He'll make the catch, 45, and runs over a couple of tacklers and takes it to the 47. It'll bring up a third down and 5. It's just a long handoff there to Richardson. They put him in motion and flipped it to Mad Max, and he picked up 4 on the play. So here we go, third down and about 5 for Mangum. Minute gone by here in the first. There is no score. Tigers on the offensive end. Now we're going to change of the play as Henley again in the pistol formation. 3 wide receivers on the near side. Don't be surprised if they don't try to go to Mad Max again. Going to send a man in motion. That's Parker. Hand it off to Henley. Right side, he's got room across the 50. Pushes the pile and then gets turned back about a yard away from the first down. They won't give him the 49. It'll be the 49 and a half. And Sam Powers going on the ground on that third down play. You can rest assured he'll go for it here on fourth. So fourth and about a half yard. And it'll be Bo Rogers at the quarterback spot. Gets the first down and more. Bo inside the 40, down to about the 38-yard line. Bo Rogers. Rogers running hard over that right side. And we have seen that time and again this year. Bo will come in and take Remy's spot at the quarterback slot. And did a good job there of going on that right side and picking up the first down. Michael Scott Augustine says, hey, let's go, boys. Outwork your opponent. So a 3:33 dental first down there. First and 10 at the 38-yard line for Mangum. They're on the move. Richardson near side. They'll hand it off to Curtis, and Henley hit at the line of scrimmage, breaks a tackle, and he'll pick up a couple of yards. Good job by Curtis to keep the legs moving. Will Friend, big old bodied kid, had a hold of him, but Henley, strong lower body, able to pick up a couple. Second down and 8. Martha Cutright watching in Florida. Go Mad Max and the Tigers. We love it. Hope things are great down there in Florida as well. So Mad Max, he's got fans everywhere. Henley going to run it inside the 35 down to about the 31-yard line. Curtis picks up 4 on the play. It'll bring up a third down now. Line to make the 27. Let's see where they spot it. It'll be the 32. So third down and a short 5, long 4 from the pistol. Remy wants to throw, fires, fastball caught in traffic. That'll be a first down. As a great job there by Coulter Webb to make the catch and take it inside the 20. Another first down for Mangum, 3:33 dental first down. As Mangum is now in the red zone, the Sovereign Bank red zone. They have been methodical and surgical on this drive. First and 10 from the 18. Bo back at quarterback. He'll take the handoff. Rogers right up the middle of the field, and Rogers running hard inside the 10 down to about the 9. That'll bring up a second down and 1. Nothing fancy going on right now. Mangum just says, we're going to punch you in the mouth. If you get up, fine. We're going to punch you again. Second and about 1.5 yards. Ball just inside the 10. Remy now going to change the play. Look at Augustine here on a wing position. They're going to throw the football. Pass is caught. That's Mad Max, and he got hit almost immediately. Good open field tackle there by Artavius Hess. Richardson about a half yard short of the first down stick. That'll be third down and a half yard. So it'll be third down about a half yard. Obviously 4 down territory for Mangum. Pistol formation. Send a man in motion. Henley, right side, strung out. He gets tackled. Penalty flag flies. I think they're going to get a holding call on Mangum, yeah. One of the interior linemen that time grabbed somebody from behind. Robert Crawford has joined us. Hello, Robert. So let's see if they're going to accept the penalty or not. I would think that they would move Mangum back here. Get the call from the white hat. Yeah, they're going to mark it off. I couldn't imagine that they would give Mangum a fourth and less than a yard. So they move the ball back to the 18.5. It'll be third down from there. Third down and about 10 for Mangum. 7:40 left here in the first quarter of play. Tigers from the pistol. And again, Rogers in there. Bo breaks a tackle, turns the corner, and he'll get Bulldog down at about the 15-yard line. Open field tackle there by Evan Brashears. Fourth down now. Fourth down and about 6.5. Let's see what coach decides to do here. Ball at the 10-yard line, or the 15-yard line. The line to make just inside the 9. So Bo in there at quarterback. Don't be surprised if they don't go hard count right now and try to get 5 free yards here. Henley from the pistol formation. They'll send Zeke in motion. Bo wants to throw. Has time. Fires for the end zone. Pass incomplete. It was intended for Talon Frazier. And Southwest Covenant will hold. And it'll be first down now for the Patriots. So with 6:55 left in the first quarter of play, a drive that was dominated by Mangum, but the holding penalty put them behind the chains, and it cost them. And instead of trying the field goal, Sam Powers went for it, not successful. And so Southwest Covenant will get for the first time on the left end of your listening device at about their own 15-yard line. So we'll see if what Coach said in the pregame show comes to fruition. The Patriots have had a hard time running the football this season. They like to throw it around the ballpark. They go pistol formation here, going to run it. And on the right side, down to about the 18-yard line, we'll go to the tailback. And let's see who that was. Luke Rader on the carry, one of the seniors that was honored prior to the ball game. He'd pick up 3. It'll be second down and 7. Trey Williams helping out on the tackle. Second down now. Diego Tellis was there as well. Second down now. Second down and 7. 6:25 left here in the first. No score. It's Covenant with the ball for the first time on the evening. Split out here on the near side. Trip Niles, got to watch him. There's that tall wide receiver coach talked to us about. Going to keep it on the ground here are the Patriots. Take it across the 20 to about the 21-yard line. It'll be third down and about 4. And Aiden Augustine in on the stop for Mangum. And my main man, Jackson Brooks, there as well. So third down and about 4. Let's see what Coach John Jensen does here for the Patriots. Clock at 5:40. 2 wide receivers here on the near side. Patriots going to go pistol formation. Let's see if Mangum brings anybody on the blitz. Here's a throw on the near side, up for grabs, and catches in and out of the hands of Lyndon Bymeyer. Ball a little bit underthrown. Bymeyer came back for it. Good coverage by Derek Hammond. He was right with him, stride for stride, and they will have to punt the football away. Good evening to Michelle Smith-Berg Moore, her own law firm. Michelle, get that all excited, kid. Let's go Tigers. Tell the Twins I said hello. So 4th down and a short 4, and it would appear that punting the football will be the Patriots. Back to receive the kick, Mason Mitchell. Left-footed kick by Bashir. Hits at the 48 and then takes a sideways bounce. And it'll be down there by the Patriots. Ian Bowers getting down there to knock that football down. So Mangum will go to work for the second time tonight. Great field position at the 48-yard line, their own 48, with no score. 5:18 left in quarter number 1. So they gave it up on downs the first time they had it offensively. But the defense was able to hold, and Mangum gets it back. Laughlin going to keep it himself on the near side, weaves his way through traffic, has the 45-40, and spun down at the 39-yard line. Good job by Remington there. Seen Bo Rogers carry the ball successfully in that first drive, and Remy says, I can do likewise. So Remy will take it inside the 39, just outside the 38. It'll be first down and 10 for Mangum. Brought to us by our good friends over there at 333 Dental. Pistol formation, 4:55 and running, first quarter of play. Laughlin wants to throw, now gets flushed from the pocket, grabbed from behind, ball comes loose. And falling on it will be the Patriots. Remy was trying to throw that football, and the defender grabbed his arm. And we don't have replay in high school football, but I would think that if it were college or the NFL, they would go back and look at that one. So we talked about turnovers in the pregame show, and we have jinxed Mangum here. Therese Wilson-Henry. Let's go Tigers. So first and 10, they have the ball at the 48-yard line of Mangum. Mangum headed at the 48 there just a moment ago. Wind has died down a little bit, not blowing as hard out of the south. Toss sweep, near side, room, left side, 40, 35, 30, 25, and bang down at about the 21-yard line. Running hard there, Luke Rader. Rader got knocked off his feet by Curtis Headley, but not before he picked up from the 48 down to the 21. It'll be first and 10 for the Patriots. So Mangum dominating most of the first quarter of play, but they come with a turnover. And that has given some life to this group from Southwest Covenant. Eric Rodriguez says, let's go Tigers. They will keep it on the ground and to the 20, maybe the 19-yard line. We'll go to the tailback. On the carry that time, Luke Rader. Rader spun down there by Aiden Augustine. Augustine now going to get spelled. Trey Williams will come in for him. Also checking into the ball game, Gabe Miranda. Gain of 2, second and 8. 4 minutes left here, the first quarter of play. They call it the backyard. This is Patriot Field. As you can see from the surroundings and the shots from Chad Fox, you know why they call it the backyard. Second down and 8. Plenty of time for the quarterback. Chandler throws, and a collision. Pass going to be incomplete. Patriot fans wanted interference, but Diego Tellis, he and Luke Rader simply got their feet tangled up, and Rader fell down. So it's 3rd down and 8 with 3:41 left in the first quarter of play. Zach Chandler, the quarterback, by the way, time back there. You heard Coach talk about in the pregame show. Said we're gonna have to get some pressure on him. They have not done that so far. So 3rd down and 8. 3:41 left here in this first quarter of play. No score. Chandler, pistol formation. Wants to throw, has time. Now he does get pressure. Rolls out, throws on the run, pass caught, and that'll be a touchdown. There's a great catch on the run there by Evan Bashirs. And give credit to Zach Chandler. Chandler kept that play alive. Looked like he was going to get sacked, but instead got away from the defender and then threw on the run a strike to Bashir. And with 3:34 left in the first quarter of play, the Patriots draw first blood. 6-0. And do they kick or are they going to go for 2? Some confusion there. And they've not wound the play clock, trying to get the kicking tee. And it is a fire drill for sure, but they just started the play clock, so plenty of time. 20 seconds showing on it. By the way, the kicker is Zach Chandler. Chandler, the holder, Harper Ellison. Extra point is on its way, and it is up, and it is in somebody's backyard. Good. So with 3:34 left in the first, the Patriots strike first. They lead it 7-0. We're Classic Hits 97.7.
Great Plains Bank of Mangum is proud to support the Mangum Tigers and the exciting fall sports season. Get ready to cheer on our local youth and enjoy all the thrilling activities our community thrives when we come together to celebrate and support our young athletes. When it comes to your banking needs, whether you're opening a new account, applying for a loan, or just seeking financial advice, our friendly team is here to help you every step of the way. Great Plains Bank, proudly serving our community with a smile. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Blair Tire and Feed on the corner of Highway 283 and 19 is your certified Firestone tire dealer and a proud supporter of the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers. When you need tires, we're specialty trained and equipped to take care of you. Lyle Shaw and his crew at Blair Tire and Feed wish the Tigers lots of luck in today's game, and always remember, play smart, play safe, play hard, and play with pride. And good luck from everyone at Blair Tire and Feed on the corner of Highway 283 and 19 in Blair, Oklahoma.
48-yard touchdown drive, capped off by the 19-yard touchdown pass. Extra point good, and the Patriots lead 7-0 with 3:34 left in the first. Debbie Smith-Pride says, let's go Tiger defense. Get it back. Regina Schuster, or Regina Christine rather, has checked in. Let's go Tigers. Hashtag Tiger Pride. So Mangum dominated until they turned the football over. And then the Patriots threw the first haymaker of the ball game and connected. And they lead it 8-0. Mason back to receive. Mason squared. Little pooch kick here on the near side. Parker gets it at the 25, has the 30, and gets knocked off his feet at about the 32-yard line. Big open field tackle there by Judah Rossetti. So Mangum will have good field position, 3:30 left of the first. Connie Rogers Hulick says, go Tigers. Once a Tiger, always a Tiger at Rogers. So let's see how Mangum responds. Down 7-0 with 3:30 left here in the first. A couple of wide receivers split on the near side. They're going to send Richardson in motion. He'll set up in the tight end position. Now go back in motion. And again, a snap on the ground picked up by Laughlin. Remy running for his life, and he's going to lose a couple of yards. Wow. So that well-oiled machine that we had bragged about in the pregame show, leaking oil right now. Remy, that's twice now he has had to go get a ball off the floor. You'll lose a couple there. 2nd and a dozen.
Lost 2 on the play. 2nd down, 12.
Empty now. Mangum, wide receivers to the left and right. Laughlin, quick pitch. Henley makes the catch, gets a block, has the 30, 32, and maybe the 33. It'll bring up a 3rd down at 9.
On the stop.
So a gain of 3, 3rd and 9. Line to make for a first down is the 42. Line of scrimmage to 33. 4 wide receivers here on the near side. Mangum just got 5 free yards. Well, thought they might try that a little bit earlier. Got it there. They had a cornerback that was out on the edge. He was sent to blitz. Jerice Wilson-Henry says she got Sooners softball on her tablet, Mangum Tigers on her TV. I bet you can keep up. So 3rd down and about 4.5. Laughlin here on the near side. Caught by Zeke. Breaks a tackle. Spins away. Takes it out to the 49. And then is slung down right there. Zeke Rogers. Great job by Rogers making the catch and picking up the first down.
Good catch, though. Moves the ball up to the 49-yard line. Be first down and 10 for the Mangum Tigers.
1st and 10 now for the Tigers. This is where they turned it over a moment ago, led to that short touchdown drive. At their own 39, or actually 49. Just a quarterback run by Rogers, and Bo makes his way inside the 45 down to about the 44. Bo Rogers. And that's just road grader football right there. Mangum is lining up and saying, okay, we're just gonna stick it down your throat. 2nd down now and about 3. Rogers again, quarterback keeper. Bo, first down and more. He'll take it inside the 40, down to about the 38-yard line. Cooper Curbo lost his hat on the play. He'll have to sit out a play here. Deborah Gamble checking in. Good evening, Deborah. So Cooper takes his helmet to the sidelines. He'll have to sit out a play. Brant Suttereth takes his place. Back-to-back carries for Rogers. Bo still in there at quarterback. Nothing fancy here for Mangum. Rogers left side. Now take it inside the 35, spun down at the 30-yard line. Bo Rogers. I think there was a conversation with the offensive line. We're going to get on your backsides, fellas, and we're going to push the ball down the field. Now Rogers will set, and Remy will come back in. 2nd down and 1. Remy flush from the pocket. He'll get spun forward, and that should be enough for a 3:33 dental first down, and it is. The defender came off the edge here on the near side. I don't know that he got there maybe a step sooner. It didn't matter, as Remy was able to pick up the first down, 1st and 10. Laughlin back there at the quarterback position. Henley is the pistol. Again, a high snap. Going and getting it, giving it to Henley, and boy, look at Curtis just simply lower his shoulders and head and bang inside the 20-yard line. A gain of 9, and that'll bring up a 2nd down and 1. Mangum inside the red zone, brought to us by Sovereign Bank. And again, nothing fancy this drive. We're just going to come after you.
2nd down and 1.
This time it's Henley on the right side, and Curtis behind those big blockers will pick up the first down. Brought to us by 333 Dental. And he'll get it down to the 12. So they'll move the sticks. 2nd down and 10. Or 1st down and 10. May have been the final play of the first quarter. See if Mangum gets off one more play. Down to 15 seconds. And quick check of the clock. And Coach Powers says, let's go ahead and run it. Down to 5. Laughlin takes the snap. He wanted to hand it off to Henley, but it was high. So good job there by Remy to go into the hole where Henley was supposed to go, and he took it all the way down to the 5. And that'll bring up a 2nd down and short as quarter number 1 has come to an end. A little bit of a surprise here in the first 12 minutes of play. Mangum is dominated, but they trail 7-0. We're back to the backyard on the campus of Southwest Covenant after this on Classic Hits 97.7.
If you need some welding done or a metal building built, then call Rocky Caskey. Rocky has built metal buildings in Southwest Oklahoma for more than 15 years. Carports, patio covers, building large or small, Rocky Caskey does them all. Don't settle for less. Get the best building for your money. Call Rocky Caskey at 580-471-8282. That's 471-8282. Rocky supports high school sports.
In Bloom Flowers and Gifts is proud to sponsor Mangum Tiger Games. The new In Bloom Flowers and Gifts offers a big selection of Tiger Pride items. Make some noise, Tiger fans, and show your pride with spirit items. In Bloom Flowers and Gifts, right in the corner with the right Tiger Pride.
Oh, Sheila Green has checked in. She says, let's go Tigers. And Richard Solis has joined us. He says, go Tigers. Richard, by the way, honored this week at Mangum Schools. It was custodian week, custodian day this week at Mangum. But he paid homage to Richard, and justifiably so. He is a good one. So they'll switch ends of the field. Mangum will trail 7-0. They've got the ball at the 5-yard line. Line to make for a first down is the 2. Line to make for a first down, the 5. The back judge, late getting down the field. Apparently he didn't know that we were switching ends. Literally, he came the length of the field. And now he's gassed. Get that man some oxygen! Remy keeps it himself, falls forward, penalty flag and a fly. He may have picked up the first down, but this one probably going to come back because of holding. The white hat says, yeah, it is holding, so this one will come back. So the second time tonight, Mangum has been inside the Sovereign Bank red zone, and the second time they've been called for holding. The last time caused them to be behind the chains, and they could not pick up a first down. Turned it over on downs. So it makes it second down and about a dozen. That is a spot foul. Moves it back to the 15. Laughlin bumps into Henley, rolling out, chase from behind, loses the ball again, and again, Southwest Covenant going to come up with it. Second turnover of the night. 11:41 left in the first half of play, and that starts with the high snap. Laughlin had to go up and get it, and when he came back down with it, he collided with Henley, got him off of his spot, was chased down from behind, and for the second time tonight, Mangum has fumbled the football away. It'll be 1st and 10 now for the Patriots. They'll have it at their own 18. Momentum certainly on their side, leading 7-0 from the pistol formation. Going to run the football right side, trying to turn the corner. 20, 25, still on his feet to the 30, and out to about the 34-yard line. We'll go Cash Upton. Upton, just a freshman, and he was able to fake some folks out of their shoes and jock straps, and finally got knocked out of bounds by Clayton Caskey. Cooper Curbo was there as well, but well, you can feel the momentum all over that Patriot sideline. Because he went out of bounds, then stopped the clock. 11:33 left in the first half of play. Mangum has committed 2 turnovers. They need to create one here. Again, Southwest Covenant going to keep it on the ground. Better job that time closing in Aiden Augustine, Trey Williams, and Cooper Curbo. Gain of maybe a half yard of the play. Second down, 9.5.
Numerous Tigers in on that stop.
Oh, Deborah, you're so cute.
No gain on the play.
11:10 left in the first half of play. 7-0 ball game. Mangum trailing. And again, if you're just tuning in, Tigers have pushed the Patriots all over the field, but they have 2 holding penalties deep in their red zone and 2 fumbles. And that's why they trail 7-0. Chandler wants to throw. This one up for grabs and nearly picked off. And again, great coverage down below us by Derek Hammond. He is running stride for stride with Lyndon Bymeyer. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and 9. And Derek got honored this past week because he has been almost 100% kicking extra points. He's one of the leaders in the entire state of Oklahoma, regardless of classification. and also his kickoffs. He leads in that category as well. He's made a couple of great plays from his defensive secondary position here in this first half. 10:45 left here in the first half of play. Third down and long. Little pot pass here on the near side room. 40, 45, out across the 50 to the 44-yard line, and now finally dragged down at the 41-yard line of Mangum, Artavius Hess. And you heard Coach talk about him in the pregame show. He can flat out fly, and he showed it right there. Mangum got fooled on the near side. Some good blocks by the Patriots as well, but they got fooled, and well, I'll tell you what, Hess, burst of speed, takes it inside Mangum territory. First and 10 at the 41-yard line. Pistol formation for the Patriots. Chandler wants to roll, does, right side. Throws up for grabs, pass caught, wide open. That big, tall, angular wide receiver we talked about. Trip Niles. Niles with the catch. And that'll be good enough for a first down. He got 12 on the play. Had to be a busted coverage. Oh, Mangum gets a bit of a break there. Illegal procedure going to be called on the Patriots. And so instead of having it first and 10 at about the 28 of Mangum, it'll be a 5-yard mark off and take it back to the 46 and first and 15. So the Tigers have been guilty of a couple of holding penalties on the offensive side. They've also given up 2 fumbles. And that has given momentum and the 7-point lead to the Patriots. 2 minutes have evaporated here in period number 2.
5-yard penalty on the Patriot offense, false start.
But again, first thing you got to do is get some pressure on Chandler. I mean, he's had all kinds of times back there. And then the second thing is that third level really getting challenged. Upton with the handoff, cutback, makes a move in the hole, takes it inside the 40 down to about the 35-yard line. They'll mark him at the 36. Well, a good job by Upton to get a bunch of that back. And it brings up a second down and 6. 9:20 left in the first half of play. And Upton getting it from his coaching staff as he comes to the sideline. Well, they put the ball down officially at the 37. The line to make for a first down is the 31, so it'll be second down and 6. 9:05 and running in the first half of play. 2 wide receivers here on the near side, 1 split out to the far side. Again, pistol for Chandler and company. He wants to throw. Has time, looks near side. Pass is too tall. It was intended for Trip Niles. Good coverage there by the Tigers, specifically Mad Max Richardson. It'll be third down and 6. So Mangum, they have had a couple of third down situations and have not been able to get off the field. They need 2 here. Third down and 6, maybe 4 down territory for the Patriots. And again, because they are throwing the football, pass incomplete, it lengthens the ball game. 8:49 left here in this first half of play. So Chandler going to send a man in motion. That's Hess. Tosses it on the near side. And good job coming up from his secondary position to make the play in the open field, Clayton Caskey. Boy, Caskey did a great job of fighting off the block and making the tackle all the way back at the 40-yard line. That brings up a 4th down and 9, and there is no way that you're going to try to go for it here if you are the Patriots. They will punt the football away, or so they seem to be. Evan Bashir's in punt formation. And I think it's Caskey that's dropped back to return the kick. Nope, Curtis Henley instead. 8 minutes left in the first half of play. Left-footed kicker bangs this one high and deep, and it will carry through the end zone and go back out of the end zone, and it'll be first and 10 for Mangum. They'll have it at their own 20-yard line with 7:55 left in the first half of play, and Mangum trailing 7-0. Let's say good evening to Michael Lawson Owens. Michael, hey, kid. Hope that you're doing well. If I drank coffee, I would tell you I'd meet you for a coffee after the ball game, but I don't drink coffee. I guess I could have a Coke Zero. I'm surprised she didn't call me Jay Michaels. That's what she does. 1st and 10 for Mangum. Screen pass near side. Slip screen caught by Zeke. He'll take it. Breaks the tackle. 25 still on his feet at the 30. Far sideline 35, 40, 45, 50. And finally knocked out of bounds to the midfield stripe. That is all Zeke Rogers right there. Broke 3 tackles down that far sideline. Great job by Zeke. Trying to give his club a spark as he picked up 30 on that play. And they actually give him the 49-yard line of the Patriots. 1st and 10 for Mangum. Brought to you by 333 Dental. 7:43 left in the half. Mangum trailing 7-0. Laughlin changes the play. 3 wide receivers here on the near side. He'll look right side. Pass caught out in the flat. And again, that's Zeke near a first down. They'll mark him about a half-yard shy. Gain of 9. It'll be 2nd down and 1. And you can go into the playbook here if you are head coach Sam Powers. So the combination between Laughlin and Zeke working well here. 7:15 left in the half. He looks towards Zeke. Pump fake. Got him deep. Zeke too tall. Couldn't get there in time. Boy, I tell you what, the defender bit on the fake. And Laughlin just a little bit too tall with the throw. That'll be 2nd down and 10. Or 3rd down and 1, I'm sorry. That's right, they didn't pick up the first down on that previous catch. So 3rd and about a yard for Mangum. Wouldn't be surprised if Remy doesn't keep it himself right here. Going to hand it off instead to Henley right up the middle of the field, and Curtis will take it down to about the 45-yard line. And a 333 Dental first down will be picked up right there. Those big uglies over there on that left side made a huge hole that time for Henley. Augustine over there on that side. Lee, the center, and also in there for Mangum, Brylan Smith. Another carry for Henley, all kinds of room. Breaks a tackle, takes it inside the 30, down to the 25-yard line. And that'll be another 333 Dental first down. So again, Mangum has done this. They have ran the football down the throat of the Patriots. Yeah, they only gave him 9, so 2nd down and 1. Henley weaves his way through traffic, got the first down there as he'll take it down to the 21-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal, or 1st and 10 from there. But again, they are, just outside the red zone. But again, Mangum running it down their throat. They've done this all night long, but a couple of holding penalties and 2 fumbles have turned the tide against them. Laughlin throws. Pass caught. Zeke makes a move, has the 10. And it'll be another first down. Brought to us by 333 Dental. As now Mangum inside the red zone. Brought to us by Sovereign Bank. Mangum going quickly here at the midway point of quarter number 2. And at 6:07 left in the frame. Timeout going to be taken by John Zinton and company. His team is on their heels. Mangum trailing 7-0. 6:07 left in the half. You and I back after this. Classic Hits 97.7.
Are you ready to take the next step towards your degree? Reach Higher is Oklahoma's degree completion program designed just for you. At Western Oklahoma State College, we make it easy to finish your associate's degree with flexible options that fit your busy life. Choose from online classes to face-to-face learning or a mix of both. Don't wait. Enrollment is open now. Visit WOSC.edu or call us at 580-477-2000 and start reaching higher today.
At 333 Dental Care, we're all smiles for our hometown teams. We're proud to cheer on the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers this season. Go Tigers! Bring home the win!
Hey, all you Tiger fans, it's game time. This is Jacob Gilner from Cattlemen's Bank, member FDIC. We are thrilled and ready for live Mangum Tiger and Lady Tiger action on the field and court this season. Let's pack the stands and cheer loud. Cattlemen's Bank is full of school spirit. Go Tigers!
Robert Crawford, my friend. Mangum has it 1st and 10 at the 10, so it's actually 1st and goal for the Tigers. 6:07 left in the half. Out of that timeout by Southwest Covenant, trying to slow the Mangum Express down right now. Bo, by the way, back at the quarterback position. He'll send Zeke in motion. Rogers gets the handoff, goes left side, and he'll get banged at about the 5, knocked down at the 4, and penalty flags will fly. This won't be a hold, but it will be a procedure call on Mangum. So for the third time now, they have committed a penalty deep in their own red zone.
Illegal shift in the backfield.
Ernie Matthews has checked in. He says, go Tigers. Ernie, good to have you alongside.
5-yard penalty.
So 6:03 left in the half, and boy, every time Mangum is sniffing at the goal line, they have found a way to hurt themselves. See if they can correct it here.
First and 15
Bunch
for the
look
Tigers back on the 15-yard
for
line,
Rogers.
still go.
Bo, left side, hesitates and gets it inside the 15 down to about the 13. They may give him the 11.
Will Friend makes a stop.
Friend in on the stop. Friend is a big kid. Yes, he is. 5:45 and running the first half of play. Friend, one of those seniors that was honored. They had senior night here. And Will Friend, I mean, this young man who fills out his uniform. Second and goal from the 12 for Mangum. Laughlin back at quarterback. Remy. Inside handoff. It goes to Mad Max, and he's into the end zone for the score. Great sleight of hand there. Laughlin, he went to Henley, who then went back to Mad Max, who rumbled in from 12 yards away. And with that, Mangum now down 7-6 with 5:26 left in the first half of play. So despite all the issues that they've had in this first half, Mangum a point away from tying this thing up. So here's Derek Hammond on to try. Mad Max is the holder. Snap is back, hold is true, kick is up, and it's good. 5:26 left in the first half of play. Got a good one going on here. 7-7, Mangum and the Patriots. Classic Hits, 97.7.
Greer County Farm Bureau agents Mickey Lively and Rod Calhoun support high school sports. Mickey and Rod offer insurance for property, auto, casualty, life, commercial, and crop insurance. They're ready to serve you at 231 North Oklahoma in Mangum. Call 580-782-3827.
Hello, Lone Wolf and Hobart.
Granite Drug Company is now delivering to Hobart, Lone Wolf, Granite, and Mangum. Granite Drug Company is a complete pharmacy ready to fill and deliver your prescriptions. And it's easy to get switched. Just call 580-535-2130 or visit our store at 316 North Main in Granite. Granite Drug Company has an ice cream fountain open all day and lunches from 11 to 2. Health and beauty products and selection of gifts. Granite Drug Company is here for you.
Hello, Lone Wolf.
Hello, Lone Wolf. 5:26 left in the first half of play. I want to go back to that touchdown a moment ago. Great sleight of hand. Laughlin to Henley to Mad Max, and the touchdown from a dozen. People always say, what is your favorite college football team? Boise State is my favorite college team because they made those kind of plays popular because they made them successful. And yes, I know it started against the Oklahoma Sooners, but they have continued it since then. And that takes practice, 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 and precision. Mangum ran that perfectly. And Richardson with a 12-yard score, 7-7. Derek now to kick the football away. High end-over-end kick that is going to sail out of bounds. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Patriots at the 35-yard line. So Mangum been guilty of mistakes throughout the evening. A couple of holding penalties that stymied 2 drives. 2 fumbles. And on that touchdown drive a moment ago, they had a procedure penalty, able to overcome it. Now they kick the football out of bounds. So the Patriots, through the first haymaker, staggered Mangum. Tigers have gotten up from their own body blow. And now everything's even on the scorecards. Tied at 7. 5:26 left in the first half of play. From the pistol formation, we'll go to the Patriots. Send a man in motion. Little toss sweep here on the near side. And Caskey gets rid of the blocker, makes the tackle at about the 38-yard line. Also coming up to help out on the play, Talon Frazier. Gain of 4, nearly 5 of the play, out to the 39-yard line. Upton with the carry, 2nd down and 6. Jill DeRusha has joined us. Hello, Jill. Inside of 5 minutes, 4:55 and running. 2nd down and 6. Again, that toss sweep The defensive backs have had to get rid of the blockers to make the play. Going to hand it off here on the near side. Great penetration by the Tigers. Nowhere for the back to go. As Upton got swallowed up, Cooper, Curbo, Remington, Laughlin. And the initial penetration in there from Gabe Miranda. Loss on the play. Brings up a third down and about 8.5. 4:20 and running in the first half of play. Patriots taking a little time getting this one in from the sideline. They do have play clocks here, and it's down to 15. Game clock at 4:05. 7-7. See if the defense can hold here. 3 wide receivers split to the far side. Play clock at 2. Do they get off? They do, just in time. Chandler wants to throw, got all kinds of time, no pressure at all. Now he's going to get flushed from the pocket. Jackson giving chase. He's crossed the line of scrimmage, and Brooks and company will run him out of bounds across the way. There's a couple of penalty flags on the play. There was several holds that took place during that sequence. Clock stopped with 3:45 left in the half. It'll be interesting to see if Sam Powers will take the penalty or not. So holding will go against the Patriots. Hey, we want to say hi to Missy Martin-Berry, who's checked into the broadcast. Doing a great job over there at Granite Schools. A lot of good people there. Folks been around for a while. And, yeah, I had looked, Missy, and I saw that the Lady Tigers lost to Caney 14-1, but they did beat Pittsburgh 9-2. Am I right on that? Richard Carney running that softball program over there. Our longtime friend. Of course, guy we've known forever, Eagle Fixico, there as well. Great men. Missy's pretty good gal herself. Tara Bernard Reynolds, by the way, enjoying that touchdown by Mad Max a moment ago. We're getting a timeout here taken by the Patriots. They are suddenly discombobulated, and they look a little bit gassed. 3:31 left in the half. Mangum trying to get the ball back and take it into the end zone for a lead at halftime. It's tied at 7. We're Classic Hits 97.7.
Hello, Lone Wolf and Hobart.
Granite Drug Company is now delivering to Hobart, Lone Wolf, Granite, and Mangum. Granite Drug Company is a complete pharmacy ready to fill and deliver your prescriptions. And it's easy to get switched. Just call 580-535-2130 or visit our store at 316 North Main in Granite. Granite Drug Company has an ice cream fountain open all day and lunches from 11 to 2. Health and beauty products and selection of gifts. Granite Drug Company is here for you.
Greer Funeral Home proudly supports the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers. We're wishing our team strength, teamwork, and success all season long. Serving Greer County since 1923. Phone 480-2111.
All right, our good friend Debbie Rogers Anderson has checked in. She says, "Woohoo, Tigers!" And we love April Blankenship. In all caps. In all caps, she says, "Let's go, boys! We love you, Mad Max Richardson." He is beyond the Thunderdome. So here we go, 3rd down and 17 now for the Patriots. Out of the timeout, their second one of the first half of play. Mangum defense got to keep everything in front, and 5 more yards going to be marked off against the Patriots. So again, I know it's crazy, but if you have not been with us the entire bowl game, Mangum has dominated this thing. I mean, they have pushed the Patriots all around the field. But again, 2 holding penalties, two fumbles, and that's why it's a 7-7 ball game. It easily could be 28-0 at this point. 3:31 left in the half. 3rd down and 22. And again, Mangum, just keep everybody in front of you, because you know the Patriots will have to punt the football away. Got to watch this tall wide receiver here on the near side, Trip Niles. Niles can go up and get it. So far, Derek Hammond has stayed with him. They'll run a little pop pass inside to Nash. Look out. He's got some room on the middle of the field, across the 35, out to the 37-yard line. Well, I tell you what, Nash was a breath away from taking that one to the house. But there to make the play, Diego Tellis, also helping out on the play, was Remington Laughlin. So it'll be 4th down 4th down, and we'll call it 7. The line to make the 45. Line of scrimmage is the 38. So you would think that they would punt the football away, tied at 7. Again, what wind there is at the back of the punter. Left-footed, which we like, Evan Bashirs. Back to receive from Mangum. Mason Parker. Here's the boot. High. Spiral. Fair catch called for, but letting it go over his head will be Parker, and that thing is going to be down at the 1-yard line. Wow. A great punt there off the foot of Bashir. And again, you cannot take anything away from Mason. He had to stay away from that. That thing was so high. Just let it go and let your offense go to work. So Mangum will have to go 99 in the final 2:30 if they want to take the lead into the locker room. And I hate to say it, but on a night with 2 fumbles, you got to take care of the football. So 1st and 99 now for Mangum. Tied at 7. They've got all 3 of their timeouts in their pocket. Missy tells me I was right on those scores. High snap, but again, getting it, the quarterback, and taking it across the 5 out to the 10, and now the 11-yard line. And that will be Bo Rogers. So Rogers picks up a 3:33 dental first down. They stopped the clock momentarily. Well, they didn't give him the first down. My goodness. It's about the 3rd time they have fooled us with the spot. So quickly, Mangum will get the snap and go back to work, and they will get the 3:33 dental first down. Rogers across the 15 out to the 16-yard line. They will stop the clock momentarily to set the chains. Well, they didn't stop the clock. Now they do. 3 seconds right off. Where's my guy, Chad Fox? You had one job! And here again is Rogers and Bo running hard on the left side to the 25-yard line. And I think Sam's going to take a timeout here, and he will.
Timeout Mangum after that yard.
So a gain of 9 on the play. So it'll be 2nd and a half yard. 1:49 remaining. You and I are back after this on Classic Hits 97.7.
Ashley Slayton and Catherine Webb, certified family nurse practitioners, and the rest of the friendly faces at the JCMH Family Care Clinic in Mangum treat all ages, children through adults. This means we are all yours for well child exams, annual checkups, as well as those illnesses that can hit us. We also do management of chronic illnesses like asthma, diabetes, and high blood pressure. Same-day appointments are usually available. At the JCMH Family Care Clinic in Mangum, call 782-3393 for appointments.
So out of the timeout, Mangum will have a 2nd down at about a half a yard. And now that they are out of the shadow of their own end zone, Coach can maybe open the playbook a little bit, although he's gone from the 1-yard line out to the 26 on quarterback runs. Remy back at quarterback now. Henley, the tailback, in the pistol formation. 2 timeouts left for Mangum. 2nd down and about a yard. They'll send Richardson in motion. Remy wants to throw. Screen pass caught. Henley looks for a block. 30, 35, 40. Still on his feet. Out to the 43-yard line. And that is a dandy open field tackle there. And now some wolfing going on at the end of the play. Let's see which way that's going to go. And given their reaction, that is going to go against the Patriots. So a great catch and run that time by Henley. And then at the end of the play, some barking went on, and a penalty flag flies. And the guy who threw the penalty, the official who threw the penalty, then he had to throw his hat. He had a couple of penalties on that play. So I don't know if he's going to offset. Well, I don't know what goes after the hat. You kick off a shoe maybe. Throw your beanbag, actually, is what would happen. So while the officials sort this out, Mangum had picked up another 3:33 dental first down. And I want to go back to the tackle that was made by the Patriot. If he doesn't make it here at the 44, Henley goes to the house. So it was a great tackle. Minute 40 left in the half. Mangum still has plenty of time. And if they get 15 free yards here, certainly going to aid the cause. Well, yeah. Now they're marking it off 15 from the line of scrimmage, and now they'll walk it back 15 yards. So we are going to get offsetting penalties here. Get the official word from the White Hat. Both of them are going to be dead ball, personal foul, unsportsmanlike conduct on Mangum, dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct on this group from the Patriots. They offset, so Mangum will get it 1st and 10. And they will have it at the 43-yard line. Clock stop, minute 40 left of the first half of play. Mangum with 2 timeouts left. Laughlin sends a man in motion. Rolls on the near side. Now flush for the pocket. Throws up for grabs. Adjusting. Mad Max with a catch. Richardson down to the 24-yard line. Oh, what a play by Mad Max. Laughlin got hit. Threw that one up for grabs. And Mad Max went and got the rebound in traffic for the first down. Brought to us by 333 Dental. They'll wind the clock now, 1:25 left in the half. 1st and 10 at the 24. Laughlin again, pressure, throws, middle of the field, picked off. Look out, down the near sideline. And Laughlin will knock the defender out of bounds at about the 47-yard line. And boy, I don't know about that one. Remy threw it to a spot in the middle of the field, and there was nobody in a white shirt in the neighborhood. So the interception and the return will bring it out to the 47-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 now for the Patriots. And again, just when you have this club on the ropes and ready to thump them, you do something to harm yourself. Now, if you're the defense, you really got to keep your composure here. You do not want to trail going into the locker room. 1st and 10. 1 timeout left for the Patriots. They want to throw with time across the middle. Pass is caught. Spinning away from tacklers and taking it inside the 40. Down to about the 38-yard line will be Evan Bashirs. So they will stop the clock with 1:05 and now wind it as they set the chains. And again, just 1 timeout remaining. Well, boy, I tell you what, Zach Chandler had a day and a half back there to throw that football. Chandler going to roll near side, getting chased, has room, wants to run, and should. He'll step out of bounds at about the 30-yard line. That'll stop the clock with 47 seconds left in the first half of play. Good job by Chandler. Good evening to Jonna. She's joined us. She says, let's go Tigers. Austin Solis, watching my boys from Kansas outwork your opponent. So 2nd down now for the Patriots. 47 seconds left in the first half of play. Got the ball at the Mangum 30. The defense on their heels late in the first half of play. Chandler getting flush from the pocket. Little shovel pass, and that was some improvisation there, so he doesn't take the sack. Pass was incomplete. That'll bring up a 2nd down. Or 3rd down. 3rd down and 3. So give credit to Chandler because Mangum got some pressure that time. Big A was in there. Augustine. So was Trey Williams. Mangum is only bringing 3 most of the time. So Chandler has all kinds of time. And while you've got 8 in the secondary, you've got to guard people for a long time. Jet sweep here on the near side. Contained by Caskey as he turned that play back inside. Cooper Curbo making the tackle. Got some help as well from Talon Frazier. They will move the sticks with 35 seconds remaining and wind the clock. Ball at the 22-yard line. And now the Patriots going to have to take their final timeout. Well, then they put extra time back on the clock. All right. So it says officially 30.5 left in the first half of play. Tied at 7. Come on back. Classic Hits 97.7.
Sovereign Bank is your bank of choice. Sovereign Bank is a proud supporter of the Mangum Tiger Athletics. Supporting our schools and athletic programs is a top priority. Hear us roar, go Tigers. We're cheering you on all season long. Sovereign Bank, empowering our youth with the freedom to dream. Sovereign Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
The law offices of Corey Kendall proudly support the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers. We're behind you all the way. Go Tigers! Corey Kendall, attorney at law, 122 North Oklahoma Avenue in Mangum.
Quincy Parquette from Parts Unknown says, let's go Diego. By the way, let us know where you're listening and watching from tonight. We've heard from Florida and Alaska, Kansas. A couple of folks from Kansas checking in. And right here in the Oklahoma City metro area. So, no timeouts remaining now for the Patriots. If you're Mangum, you have got to shield that goal line and try to keep them in bounds as well. So Chandler, who's been a magician back there, from the pistol. 1st and 10, wants to throw, has time, does, into the corner of the end zone. Oh, what a great play at the very end by Derek Hammond. Woo! Boy, I tell you what, Hammond closed quickly. Luke Rader ran the wheel route into the corner of the end zone. And a marvelous job of closing by Hammond to tip that one away. That'll be 2nd down and 10. But again, I mean, Chad Fox could complete passes back there with all the time that Zach Chandler has had. That play took 5 seconds, 24.8 left in the first half. 2nd and 10 now for the Patriots. Chandler cannot run. He'll throw across the middle, and the ball knocked away. Zeke Rogers that time coming across to make the play. It'll be 3rd down and 10. 19.7 left in the first half of play. Boy, I tell you, you just hold your breath. We talked about it earlier. Because Mangum is only rushing 3, and got 8 in coverage, but it also means that Chandler's got all kinds of time back there to just wait. And if you're a defender, trying to cover a guy that long is difficult. So 3rd down and 10. Zach going to throw one up for grabs. Picked off on the far sideline. And Mangum gets a turnover. That's our man, Diego Tellis with the interception.
With 11.4 to go.
Somebody didn't run a right route that time because that ball wasn't near anybody in a blue hat. Great recovery by Diego Tellis with the interception. And Mangum will hold serve here at the end of the first half of play. Well, they call a timeout. The Patriots, they didn't have any. Yeah, okay. The white hat confused. Timeout taken by Mangum. 11.4 left in the half. Classic Hits 97.7.
Mangum Brick Company has been operating since the early 1900s. They're the largest private employer in Greer County. Mangum Brick is proud to support high school athletics radio broadcasts. And if you know of someone looking for work, always check with Mangum Brick, as they may be hiring.
Well, even though we are out of doors, and it's a beautiful night, so I don't mind that at all. We are getting a bird's eye view up here, and Zach Chandler that time threw a ball to a spot on the field that, again, there were no blue hats in the area, and Diego comes up with the interception. His 4th of the year, by the way. He's trying to tie or break that record of Colton Laughlin, who had 7 a few seasons ago. Full house backfield now for Mangum. Trying to pull something out of their hat, the final 11.4 in the half. In motion, Zeke going to run the football with Bo. Rogers gets a block, still on his feet across the 35, down to about the 37-yard line. And Mangum will use their final timeout here on the first half of play with 4.2 remaining. We'll keep it right here.
Beheimer made the stop.
So both teams using all of their timeouts in this first half of play. And again, Mangum with 3 turnovers and 2 critical holding penalties in this first half of play, tied at 7. And again, I don't want to take anything away from the Patriots because this is a good football team, and they played extremely well. But well, I tell you what, Mangum has really, really hurt themselves in this first half of play. And, you're not going to do it here. And the Patriots will get the ball to begin the third quarter, but I'm just going to be stunned if in the second half we do not see run left, run right, run middle for Mangum and a steady diet of that, because they have pushed the Patriots all up and down the field. Again, a couple of holding penalties deep inside the red zone, 2 fumbles, one of those inside the red zone, a pass interception right at the red zone. So Mickey Clark says Surrey Hills and Yukon. Says go Tigers. I've played Surrey Hills more than once.
38-yard line.
Dennis Halford watching from Jester.
4.2 seconds to go.
Flip here, near side. Zeke can't make the catch, and a half will come to an end. They had Laughlin go to Bo and Bo to Zeke, and give credit to the Patriots. They stayed with that stride for stride. Shauna says she's in Edmond. So at the end of the first half of play, kind of like that football game the other night between the Packers and the Cowboys. It's a sister kisser. Tied at 7. Mangum and the Patriots of Southwest Covenant on Classic Hits 97.7.
Mangum Regional Medical Center proudly supports the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers. Here's to a healthy, winning season and a community that stands together. If you need us, find us at mangumregional.net.
Hey, come on by the Mangum Tag Agency at 108 East Pierce in Mangum for all your vehicle tag and registration needs. Driver's license, ID renewals, including CDL or Add Real ID. We now offer initial issuance and out-of-state driver's license and ID transfers. And we issue Pike Pass. For fast, friendly customer service, come see Tom, Cynthia, or Adam. We're here for you. Check us out online at mangumtag.com. For tag renewals and more information, phone 580-782-3004. The Mangum Tag Agency says go Tigers.
Folks in Mangum know what to do when they need to quench a thirst, curb a hunger attack, or cool down with an ice cream. They just make the Loop at 918 North Lewis Tittle in Mangum. The Loop, supporting the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers.
TCLC is a family-owned 5-star daycare center that has been caring for children for over 45 years. The owners of Tiger Cub are proud to serve the Mangum area and support the Mangum Lady Tigers and Tigers on the radio and streaming. Tiger Cub Learning Center says,
Attention Mangum Tigers. Are you ready to show your Tiger pride? This is Lori Laughlin from Cattlemen's Bank, member FDIC. At our bank, we are always geared up and ready to cheer the Tigers and Lady Tigers on to victory. You can count on us to wear the brightest orange and black. We'll see you at the games.
Triad Home Health in Mangum is locally owned and offers nursing, physical therapy, occupational, wound care, IV therapy, and more. All administered by people who go above and beyond for you. Phone Triad Home Health today at 580-782-5800. That's 782-5800.
Hi, Mangum Tiger fans. This is Jill Grauman with RE/MAX Property Place. If you need to buy or sell a property or a home in Mangum or anywhere in Greer County, just call me at 580-706-0259. You'll see lots of my signs around town because I get the results for my clients. I say, go Mangum Tigers.
Jill Grauman, RE/MAX Property Place. Always here, always helping.
Great Plains Bank of Mangum is proud to support the Mangum Tigers and the exciting fall sports season. Get ready to cheer on our local youth and enjoy all the thrilling activities our community thrives when we come together to celebrate and support our young athletes. When it comes to your banking needs, whether you're opening a new account, applying for a loan, or just seeking financial advice, our friendly team is here to help you every step of the way. Great Plains Bank, proudly serving our community with a smile. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Blair Tire and Feed on the corner of Highway 283 and 19 is your certified Firestone tire dealer and a proud supporter of the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers. When you need tires, we're specialty trained and equipped to take care of you. Lyle Shaw and his crew at Blair Tire and Feed wish the Tigers lots of luck in today's game. And always remember, play smart, play safe, play hard, and play with pride. And good luck from everyone at Blair Tire and Feed on the corner of Highway 283 and 19 in Blair, Oklahoma.
If you need some welding done or a metal building built, then call Rocky Caskey. Rocky has built metal buildings in southwest Oklahoma for more than 15 years. Carports, patio covers, building large or small, Rocky Caskey does them all. Don't settle for less. Get the best building for your money. Call Rocky Caskey at 580-471-8282. That's 471-8282. Rocky supports high school sports.
In Bloom Flowers and Gifts is proud to sponsor Mangum Tiger Games. The new In Bloom Flowers and Gifts offers a big selection of Tiger Pride items. Make some noise, Tiger fans, and show your pride with spirit items. In Bloom Flowers and Gifts, right in the corner with the right Tiger Pride.
Are you ready to take the next step towards your degree? Reach Higher is Oklahoma's degree completion program designed just for you. At Western Oklahoma State College, we make it easy to finish your associate's degree with flexible options that fit your busy life. Choose from online classes to face-to-face learning or a mix of both. Don't wait. Enrollment is open now. Visit wosc.edu or call us at 580-477-2000 and start reaching higher today.
At 333 Dental Care, we're all smiles for our hometown teams. We're proud to cheer on the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers this season. Go Tigers! Bring home the win!
Hey all you Tiger fans, it's game time. This is Jacob Gilner from Cattlemen's Bank, member FDIC. We are thrilled and ready for live Mangum Tiger and Lady Tiger action on the field and court this season. Let's pack the stands and cheer loud. Cattlemen's Bank is full of school spirit. Go Tigers!
Greer County Farm Bureau agents Mickey Lively and Rod Calhoun support high school sports. Mickey and Rod offer insurance for property, auto, casualty, life, commercial, and crop insurance. They're ready to serve you at 231 North Oklahoma in Mangum. Call 580-782-3827.
Hello, Lone Wolf and Hobart.
Granite Drug Company is now delivering to Hobart, Lone Wolf, Granite, and Mangum. Granite Drug Company is a complete pharmacy ready to fill and deliver your prescriptions. And it's easy to get switched. Just call 580-535-2130 or visit our store at 316 North Main in Granite. Granite Drug Company has an ice cream fountain open all day and lunches from 11 to 2. Health and beauty products and selection of gifts. Granite Drug Company is here for you.
Greer Funeral Home proudly supports the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers. We're wishing our team strength, teamwork, and success all season long. Serving Greer County since 1923. Phone 480-2111.
Ashley Slayton and Catherine Webb, certified family nurse practitioners, and the rest of the friendly faces at the JCMH Family Care Clinic in Mangum treat all ages, children through adults. This means we are all yours for well child exams, annual checkups, as well as those illnesses that can hit us. We also do management of chronic illnesses like asthma, diabetes, and high blood pressure. Same-day appointments are usually available. At the JCMH Family Care Clinic in Mangum, call 782-3393 for appointments.
Sovereign Bank is your bank of choice. Sovereign Bank is a proud supporter of the Mangum Tiger Athletics. Supporting our schools and athletic programs is a top priority. Hear us roar, Go Tigers! We're cheering you on all season long. Sovereign Bank, empowering our youth with the freedom to dream. Sovereign Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
The law offices of Corey Kendall proudly support the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers. We're behind you all the way. Go Tigers! Corey Kendall, attorney at law, 122 North Oklahoma Avenue in Mangum.
Mangum Brick Company has been operating since the early 1900s. They're the largest private employer in Greer County. Mangum Brick is proud to support high school athletics radio broadcasts. And if you know of someone looking for work, always check with Mangum Brick, as they may be hiring.
Mangum Regional Medical Center proudly supports the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers. Here's to a healthy, winning season and a community that stands together. If you need us, find us at mangumregional.net.
Welcome back to the backyard. That's what they call it here on the campus of Southwest Covenant High School. Halftime brought to us by Cattleman's Bank, and Mangum and the Patriots knotted at 7. Mangum just joining us. They dominated the first half of play, but fumbled the football away twice, threw an interception, and had 2 holding penalties at critical times. Kept Southwest Covenant in the ballgame. In fact, one of the turnovers took place at the 48-yard line of Mangum, and a couple of plays later, Southwest Covenant put it in the end zone. Extra point was good, and they led 7-0 for the majority of that first half of play. Mangum then put together a nice drive late in the first half of play. Bray Woodruss, and on an inside reverse that first went to Curtis Henley, and then back to Mad Max Richardson. Richardson had an open field about 19 yards away and was able to score. Extra point good. And that's where we are at 9 at the end of the first half of play, tied at 7. Say good evening to the lovely, the talented Kim Barker. Kim, hope you're doing well. Good to have you alongside. Stormy Morey is watching from Tiger Country as well. Kim, I know, was rooting on the Granite Lady Panthers earlier today in their softball play. Missy Martin Berry was keeping us up to date on. So tied at 7 here, Mangum and Southwest Covenant. Meantime, we check in, and Hobart at home tonight, all over the Blue Devils of Walters, 40-13. That ball game is it in the third quarter? Still in the second quarter? They've got 40 points on the board already. All right. So 40 on the board for Hobart, on their way to a victory against the Blue Devils of Walters. That ball game along the network on KTGS 1420 and 102.1 on the FM dial. But again, Mangum, yeah, it's just, wow. It's just one of those things that it has been a frustrating night for them, to say the least. And despite all the issues and all the problems, obviously they're in the bowl game tied at 7, but my goodness, when you are on the road and you're playing a team of the caliber of the Patriots, you don't want them to be around. You don't want them to give an opportunity to win a ball game late on you. Again, playing at home, senior night, all those trappings that go into it. So a couple of things that Mangum will have to do. First of all, take care of the football, cut down on the mental mistakes, and then find a way to get some pressure on Zach Chandler, as he has been able to just stand back there and throw the football at will. Along our network on 106.9, The Zone, Wetumpka in front of Cordell, 36-14. About 6 minutes left in the second quarter of play. Wetumpka leading Cordell. And worth noting, we mentioned Cordell. Mangum scheduled to play them in a couple of weeks. Next week, we'll return to the friendly confines of the Liberty Bowl. And it will be Moreland coming to town. And then supposed to have been Cordell the following week, but they are no longer on the schedule. So an off week there. And then the last 3 weeks of the season, Texoma, Thomas, and Carnegie. Speaking of Carnegie, they lead Apache 27-0? 27-0. Carnegie in front of Apache. That ball game late in the first half of play. Here we're tied at 7. Mangum and the Patriots of Southwest Covenant, as we hear John Denver in the background. Nothing but a country boy. Cattleman's Bank bringing us our halftime here. Thank you for coming by and saying hello as we give you one more score as we go to break. And the Altus Bulldogs, I told you they would move to 5-0. Well, that was a stretch on my part, wasn't it, Michael? Altus leading in the second quarter against the JETS Jets, 44-0. Altus in front of Western Heights. That is in the first half. And the Bulldogs on their way to being 5-0. Mangum like to be on their way to 5-0 as well, but they're going to have to get off the deck and take care of business. Tied at 7 at the intermission. Mangum and Southwest Covenant. We're Classic Hits 97.7.
Hey, come on by the Mangum Tag Agency at 108 East Pierce in Mangum for all your vehicle tag and registration needs. Driver's license, ID renewals, including CDL or Add Real ID. We now offer initial issuance and out-of-state driver's license and ID transfers. And we issue Pike Pass. For fast, friendly customer service, come see Tom, Cynthia, or Adam. We're here for you. Check us out online at mangumtag.com. For tag renewals and more information, phone 580-782-3004. The Mangum Tag Agency says, Go Tigers!
Folks in Mangum know what to do when they need to quench a thirst, curb a hunger attack, or cool down with an ice cream. They just make the Loop at 918 North Lewis Tittle in Mangum. The Loop, supporting the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers.
TCLC is a family-owned 5-star daycare center that has been caring for children for over 45 years. The owners of Tiger Cub are proud to serve the Mangum area and support the Mangum Lady Tigers and Tigers on the radio and streaming. Tiger Cub Learning Center says,
Attention Mangum Tigers. Are you ready to show your Tiger pride? This is Lori Laughlin from Cattlemen's Bank, member FDIC. At our bank, we are always geared up and ready to cheer the Tigers and Lady Tigers on to victory. You can count on us to wear the brightest orange and black. We'll see you at the games.
Triad Home Health in Mangum is locally owned and offers nursing, physical therapy, occupational, wound care, IV therapy, and more. All administered by people who go above and beyond for you. Phone Triad Home Health today at 580-782-5800. That's 782-5800.
Hi, Mangum Tiger fans. This is Jill Grauman with RE/MAX Property Place. If you need to buy or sell a property or a home in Mangum or anywhere in Greer County, just call me at 580-706-0259. You'll see lots of my signs around town because I get the results for my clients. I say, go Mangum Tigers.
Jill Grauman, RE/MAX Property Place. Always here, always helping.
I want to thank the good folks at Dwayne's Auto. Their long-running shop offering a variety of mechanical and electrical repairs. Plus, they got tires. So drop by and see them. They are at 1205 North Lewis Tittle in Mangum. All right, they'll be open again Monday morning at 8. So check them out. It's Dwayne's Auto, long-running shop and long-running sponsor of Mangum sports, including football, here on Classic Hits 97.7. Halftime brought to us, as always, by Cattlemen's Bank. And we talked about it. The Patriots will get a ball to begin the third period of play. And they have not showed much of a running game, but when they have run the football, they have had some success. So Mangum, you got to be careful and not just simply focus on the passing game. And then offensively, you just got to believe that you're just going to see a steady diet of Mangum running the football. They had a great deal of success in the first half, whether it was Curtis Henley from the pistol formation or Bo Rogers coming in there from the Wildcat formation. Remington Laughlin carried the football extremely well. So, you say, well, he fumbled the ball twice. Keep in mind, those two fumbles occurred on passing plays. They were not running plays. They were passing plays where he got protection breakdown, and that second one was really critical because the snap was high. He had to go up and get it. When he brought it down, he and Henley collided and got him off of his mark, and he got clobbered from behind and lost the football. So 3 turnovers, and again, those 2 critical holding penalties in the red zone have made it a 7-7 bowl game at the intermission. Mangum and Southwest Covenant. Seeing if the Tigers can get off the collective deck here in this second half of play. It's easy when you're winning and you're blasting people off the field. It's a whole different ball game when somebody is standing there and matching you punch for punch. 7-7 our tie at the half. Halftime brought to us by Cattlemen's Bank. Second half coming up. Stick and stay. Come on back to the backyard. After this on Classic Hits
97.7.
Great Plains Bank of Mangum is proud to support the Mangum Tigers and the exciting fall sports season. Get ready to cheer on our local youth and enjoy all the thrilling activities our community thrives when we come together to celebrate and support our young athletes. When it comes to your banking needs, whether you're opening a new account, applying for a loan, or just seeking financial advice, our friendly team is here to help you every step of the way. Great Plains Bank, proudly serving our community with a smile. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Blair Tire and Feed on the corner of Highway 283 and 19 is your certified Firestone tire dealer and a proud supporter of the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers. When you need tires, we're specialty trained and equipped to take care of you. Lyle Shaw and his crew at Blair Tire and Feed wish the Tigers lots of luck in today's game, and always remember, play smart, play safe, play hard, and play with pride. And good luck from everyone at Blair Tire and Feed on the corner of Highway 283 and 19 in Blair, Oklahoma.
If you need some welding done or a metal building built, then call Rocky Caskey. Rocky has built metal buildings in southwest Oklahoma for more than 15 years. Carports, patio covers, building large or small, Rocky Caskey does them all. Don't settle for less. Get the best building for your money. Call Rocky Caskey at 580-471-8282. That's 471-8282. Rocky supports high school sports.
In Bloom Flowers and Gifts is proud to sponsor Mangum Tiger Games. The new In Bloom Flowers and Gifts offers a big selection of Tiger Pride items. Make some noise, Tiger fans, and show your pride with spirit items. In Bloom Flowers and Gifts, right in the corner with the right Tiger Pride.
Angela D. Shelton has joined us. She says, let's go Tigers. Kim Barger, second half, set to get underway here in the backyard. Chad and I are outside. We're up on top of the press box. It's surrounded by a chain link. But where I stand, literally 2 feet away, is where the gate is. And it's literally an aluminum ladder that you climb. And you know how boisterous I get and how excited I am. I got to make sure that gate stays closed, or I could be taking a header. All right, second half set to get underway. Mangum kicks the football away from right to left on your radio dial or your listening device, and Derek Hammond puts a toe into it. End over end, fielded at about the 12, 15, 20 near side. 25 makes a move, gets a block. 30, 35 out to the 40, 45, 46 yard line. Finally dragged down from behind by Sam Slayton. But a marvelous return there by Artavius Hess. Artavius is a burner. He's given his club great field position to begin the third period of play. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Patriots. They'll have it at their own 47-yard line. And those guys up front for Mangum have been under enormous pressure all night long, as they've only rushed 3 on Chandler, the quarterback. And they have chased and chased and chased. Put the ball on the ground here. And across the 50 to the 49-yard line. Aiden Augustine in on the stop. He lost his helmet, and he'll have to sit out for a play. On the carry there, Luke Rader. And we've got an injured Patriot on the play as well. As that was one of those cases where there's a big pile up. Somebody got rolled up from behind. One of those big offensive linemen. And I believe that is Carter Mathia. So while they tend to Carter, we take a timeout. 11:40 left here in the third, tied at 7. And the Patriots have the football. Classic Hits 97.7.
Are you ready to take the next step towards your degree? Reach Higher is Oklahoma's degree completion program designed just for you. At Western Oklahoma State College, we make it easy to finish your associate's degree with flexible options that fit your busy life. Choose from online classes to face-to-face learning or a mix of both. Don't wait. Enrollment is open now. Visit wosc.edu or call us at 580-477-2000 and start reaching higher today.
Carter Mathia able to walk off the field on his own volition. Good to save. 2nd down and 6. Now for the Patriots. They wind the clock. 11:35 left here in the third. Chandler.
hands the ball off. Great penetration. We talked about the big ones up front, and that is the kind of play you're going to need to see in the second half. Knifing in there to make the play from his nose tackle position, Gabe Miranda. Miranda will drop the ball carrier all the way back at the 47-yard line
Miranda made the tackle for
of the Patriots, and that brings up a 3rd down and 10.
4-yard
So
loss.
a great play there by Miranda.
Moves the ball back to the original line of scrimmage.
It'll be 3rd down and 10. Zach Chandler
For Southwest
gets the play from the sidelines. Split out here on the near side. Trip Niles. And again, Niles is dangerous because of his height. Derek Hammond has stayed with him all night long. Chandler from the pistol. Wants to throw. Looks towards the big, tall, wide receiver. Pass too tall, out of bounds. So we had a feeling Trip Niles may be the featured guy there. But again, great coverage by Derek. Niles tried to come back for the football. Even if he makes the catch, he's out of bounds. It'll be 4th and 10. And punting the football away will be the Patriots. And it looks like we've got a different punter in there. Zach Chandler. Remember, Bashir, the left footer, had punted before, and he just knocked the heart out of the football the last time he kicked, 61-yarder. Chandler to punt. Gets some pressure late. Low kick, gets it away from the receiver for Mangum, and that will die at about the 27-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10 for Mangum from there. 1st and 10, 31 left in this third quarter of play. Brent Peeler, he says, let's go Tigers. So again, I mean, between you and I, Chad Fox, we have 0 wins as high school football coaches, but I'm going to line up my big uglies and say, here we come, stop us if you can. And so letting the clock run, and we changed, it shouldn't be running. You had one job, Chad. 10 minutes left here in the third. They do run the football. Nope, going to throw it out here on the near side to Bo. Rogers breaks a tackle and makes his way to the 29-yard line. Good job by Bo. He'll pick up 3 on the play. 2nd down and 7. So I thought they were going to hand it off to Henley, but flung it out here to Bo on the near side. 9:35 and running here in this third quarter of play. Laughlin from the pistol. Henley with him. Again, they're going to throw the football and pass out of the flat, caught by Mason. Good job there by Parker to pick up the 1st down. Mason Parker the catch and took it out to the 44 for the 1st down. It's a 3:33 Dental 1st down. Comes with 9:27 left here in the third. Good job by Mason. Made the catch and turned. Some movement by the Patriots, but they didn't jump into the neutral zone. So Laughlin will change the play now. They go strong, want to run the football. Keeping it, Laughlin. He's got the 45-50, still on his feet, inside Patriot territory. Finally dragged down at the 39-yard line. Great job that time by Remy. Fake the handoff to Henley. The run pass option. And took it himself right up the seam. 1st and 10 at the 39. So Mangum, as we have seen them do all season long, using that power, using that strength as the game wears on. Again, a high snap, and Henley will drop the football. They think he may have gotten back on it and got a yard on the play. Woo. By the way, Brent Peeler wanted us to know he's watching from the Philippines. Yikes. Oh, what I wouldn't give for some blue surf and sand at this point. Man, sounds good.
Gain of 1 on the last fumble, 2nd down.
2nd down and 9 now for Mangum after the miscue. Laughlin over the middle, pass caught. Spinning away from the defender is Bo on his feet down to the 11-yard line. Great catch by Laughlin. Then the little do-si-do to get away from the defender and pick up yardage to the 11. And is a 1st down brought to us by our good friends over there at 333 Dental as Mangum is inside the Sovereign Bank red zone. 8:15 left in the third. 1st and 10. Send a man in motion. Hand it off to Henley. Back inside. There's that same play that went for a touchdown a moment ago. This time it goes down inside the 5 to the 4-yard line. Mad Max Richardson gaining 7 on the play. 2nd down and 3. Oh, my goodness. in the backfield. Rogers. Bo, right side, looking for blockers. Gets behind Henley's backside. Pushes the pile down to the 1 yard line. It'll be 1st and goal from there. 3:33 Dental, first down for Mangum.
Carry for the Tigers, moves the ball down around the 1 yard line. It'll be 1st and goal to go.
Stops the clock, 7:35 left in the third quarter of play. Tigers trying to take the lead for the first time tonight. And they'll go with that full house backfield. Cooper Curbo in there, along with Rogers and Henley. Bo gets it right side into the end zone. He'll score. Bo Rogers from a yard away. 7:16 left in the third quarter of play. And for the first time tonight, Mangum leads it 13-7 with the extra point on the way. Well, they didn't run the ball the entire time, but those little short passes were like long handoffs. That was just good old-fashioned power football there for Mangum. 13-7 they lead. Shane Lee is the snapper. Mad Max the holder. And your kicker, of course, Derek Hammond. Hammond has only missed one all year long. This one's on its way. It's up, and it is good. So with 7:16 left in the third, Mangum on top. They've got 14-7 for the Patriots on Classic Hits 97.7.
At 333 Dental Care, we're all smiles for our hometown teams. We're proud to cheer on the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers this season. Go Tigers! Bring home the win!
Hey, all you Tiger fans, it's game time. This is Jacob Gilner from Cattlemen's Bank, member FDIC. We are thrilled and ready for live Mangum Tiger and Lady Tiger action on the field and court this season. Let's pack the stands and cheer loud. Cattlemen's Bank is full of school spirit. Go Tigers!
Greer County Farm Bureau agents Mickey Lively and Rod Calhoun support high school sports. Mickey and Rod offer insurance for property, auto, casualty, life, commercial, and crop insurance. They're ready to serve you at 231 North Oklahoma in Mangum. Call 580-782-3827.
So the Tigers hold serve to begin this third quarter of play. Defense getting the ball back for the offense, and the offense drives the length of the field, gets the score, and they lead it 14-7. And again, not only do you want to win the football game, but you just soon get your 15 points as well. So Hammond set to kick the football away. And again, boy, very dangerous back there is Artavius Hess. See if they kick it away from him. They do. This one's going to drop into no man's land. Picked up at the 20 by the up back. Hess going to come to the near side. Breaks the tackle. He's on his feet at the 25 out to the 27. And then they're going to get gang tackled there. Good pursuit by Mangum. Getting off the pile for the Tigers, Lane Burnham got help as well from Mason Mitchell. Also streaking downfield, Clayton Caskey and Diego Tellis. There was a penalty flag at the end of that play. And set back at the 24, so that's either a block of the back or holding. And it'll be holding. So they'll mark it on from the 24. That'll take it back to the 14. It'll be 1st and 10 there in front of the Patriots. 7:07 left here in the third. Mangum on top for the first time tonight. 14-7. They will play at home next week against Moreland. And then have a week off before we travel to Texoma. Final road trip of the year, and it'll be a healthy one. Hand off to the tailback, and over the left side will go Raider. Luke takes it across the 15 out to about the 16. They'll give him the 17, it looks like. Second down there. Bo Rogers making the tackle. Also out on the edge for Mangum. Trey Williams. So second down and 7. 6:40 left here in the third. The clock runs. Mangum has one turnover on the night. Number 2 would look pretty good right about now. Chandler from the pistol. Again, they're going to go with a handoff here on the near side. Yeah, penalty flag going to fly on that one. That's an easy call on the hold, as coming up field and ready to make the play was Remington Laughlin, and he got tackled by the wide receiver. So A gain across the 20 is not going to stand for this group from Southwest Covenant, as they'll mark the hold off, penalty flag at about the 14, and they'll mark it off, half the distance, back to the 7. Now they'll mark it at the 8. And it'll be second down and long from there. Line to make for first down, the 24. And the line of scrimmage, the 18. Or check that, the 8-yard line. PA guy getting on the Patriots a little bit. He said, penalty on the Patriots again. Dana Wynn is watching. Hello, Dana. Good to have you alongside. And Dana Snow Cornett says, way to go, Tigers. Second down and long now. Chandler, little pop pass over the top. Room in the middle of the field for Hess. He breaks a tackle 25 out across the 30 to the 32-yard line, and he gets the first down. Boy, just a little pop pass. And I don't know how you lose track of 8, but they did. And he took it to the 32, good enough for a first down. Derek Hammond makes the tackle downfield, but again. And Zach Chandler, I mean, he's not going to fool anybody with his ability to throw the deep ball. I mean, that's just a little push pass over the top, but it's good enough for a first down. Chandler again wants to throw. Now gets pressure. Ball knocked out of his hands. It's on the ground, and it's recovered by Jackson Brooks, says us, but the official says no. It'll be Patriot football. So somebody slapped the football away from Chandler. And one of the Patriots able to get on it. Big loss on the play, as it was recovered back at about the 27-yard line. Line to make the 42. Again, a moment ago, though, Mangum unable to get off the field on third down and long. We have seen that more than once here this evening. Second down here and 15. Chandler, play clock at 1, gets it off. Wants to throw. Does across the middle. Man wide open. And out to the 38-yard line on the pitch and catch to Trip Niles. It's a tall receiver we've talked about all night long. Niles found a spot in the zone, sat down, and Chandler hit him with a pass. That'll bring up a third down and 4. 38-yard line, the line of scrimmage. Line to make the 42. 4:20 left here in the third. Mangum on top, 14-7. Split out here on the near side by Meyer. Linden has made a couple of catches in the ball game. Chandler puts a man in motion. That's Hess. Take the handoff to him. They'll go to the other back. And boy, Aiden Augustine there to swallow that one up before it ever got underway. Great job by Augustine. Whipped his man at the line of scrimmage and was able to shut down Fletcher Niles for no gain. Diego Tellis was there as well. So it'll be fourth down. Fourth down in about 4 in a punting situation. We'll say hi to Lois D. Dunn. She has joined us. Hello, Lois. 3:35 and running here in the third. Back to receive for Mangum, Mason Mitchell. And again, punting will be Zach Chandler. They'll run play clock here. It's down to 10. Chandler now bobbled the ball, gets the kick away, and Mangum got to get away from the ball as it hits at the 44, and then we'll roll forward to about the 43. So Mangum will get a first and 10, and they will mark it between the 43 and the 44. First and 10 for the Tigers, leading 14-7. 3:10 left here in the third. Knowing Sam Powers like I do, don't be surprised if he doesn't go for a home run ball right here. Zeke Rogers on the near side. In the slot is Mad Max. Henley in the backfield along with Curbo. Talon Frazier at the tight end position. They'll run it. Henley. Big hole. Skips over a couple of defenders. Inside the 45, down to the 42-yard line. Curtis Henley, right up the middle of the football field, picking up the first down. Brought to us by 333 Dental.
Number 0.
So again, give credit to Shane Lee and those guys in the middle of the field. making a big hole. They also bring Cooper Curbo down as a lead blocker in that hole. 1st and 10. Now Laughlin does want to throw. Comes here on the near side pass. Undercut Richardson that time. No way Mad Max can make that play. And it'll be 2nd down and 10.
Number 14 and 10 receiver falls incomplete.
Mad Max may have got a little hitch in his giddy up on that play as well.
Remains 10 yards to go.
Kind of gingerly runs off the field. So 2nd and 10 for the Tigers. That stops the clock, that incomplete pass with 2:55 left in the third. Henley, 40, 35, down to the 34-yard line. Curtis picking up positive yardage there and running off the backside that time of Brylan Smith. Smith a little bit slow to get up, but he is all right. 3rd down and about 2. 2:30 running here in the third. This is 4-down territory for the Tigers. Laughlin fakes the handoff to Henley, keeps it himself, got the first down at the 30, lowers his head and goes down to the 28-yard line. Remington Laughlin, hard running, picking up that 3:33 dental first down. And again, nothing fancy, Nancy. We're just going to come at you, see if you can stop us. And again, we've gotten to that third quarter where we see the opposition. Hands on hip, body language, and stoop shoulders. A little bit tired. Laughlin wants to throw, has time, middle of the field, got a man, that's Rogers. Zeke makes the catch, touchdown! Marvelous catch by Zeke Rogers from 33 yards away. Rogers had to adjust to the football. It was at the back of the end zone, made the catch, and kept not one but both feet in bounds for the score. How about that? Beautifully delivered football that time by Laughlin. Mangum now on top, 20-7. Hammond's extra point on the way. Tiger Petman, by the way, sounding great across the way. Shane Lee, the snapper. Mad Max, the holder. He's back out there for leaving the field a moment ago. Snap is back, hold is true, kick is up, and it is good. So with 2 minutes left in the third quarter of play, Mangum has extended it to a 2-touchdown lead. 21 on the board for the Tigers, 7 for the Patriots. We're Classic Hits, 97.7.
Hello, Lone Wolf and Hobart.
Granite Drug Company is now delivering to Hobart, Lone Wolf, Granite, and Mangum. Granite Drug Company is a complete pharmacy ready to fill and deliver your prescriptions. And it's easy to get switched. Just call 580-535-2130 or visit our store at 316 North Main in Granite. Granite Drug Company has an ice cream fountain open all day and lunches from 11 to 2. Health and beauty products and selection of gifts. Granite Drug Company is here for you.
Greer Funeral Home proudly supports the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers. We're wishing our team strength, teamwork, and success all season long. Serving Greer County since 1923. Phone 480-2111.
Mangum on the right side of the scoreboard, 21-7. They lead. 2 minutes left here in this third quarter of play. They have come out and dominated on the defensive side, shutting down Southwest Covenant, and then also getting it done offensively. By the way, I mentioned that Zach Chandler kicking the football. And Evan Brashear, I believe that's him down below us, with his left arm strapped to his body. And look out for that back there. Hess has the 15, 20, 25, being chased and finally dragged down at about the 28-yard line. Grabbing his shirt tail there, Lane Burnham. And it's twice now. Burnham's done a nice job of containing Hess and keeping him from turning things north and south, in this case south, making him run east and west and tracking him down. So it'll be 1st and 10 now for the Patriots. 1:53 left here in this third quarter of play. They've got it at their own 28. It's their third possession offensively of the second half of play. And yeah, they are tending to Evan Brashear down there. Inside handoff, and again, Great job by the Big Uglies up front, really beginning to gum things up. That's Big A, Aiden Augustine, not getting credit for the tackle, but he took on 2 blockers, and that allowed Laughlin to come make the tackle. No gain on the play, 2nd down and 10. Minute 30 and running in this 3rd quarter of play. But again, Jackson Brooks, Aiden Augustine, and on that other side for Mangum, Trey Williams, really starting to push things around on the defensive side. Chandler pump fake, and now he'll roll out. Goes far side, throws across his body, and the pass is incomplete. As thundering after him was Trey Williams. It'll be 3rd down. And again, this Patriot team is not designed to play from behind like this. So again, Mangum realizing that they can put pressure on the quarterback, Zach Chandler, who is just a sophomore. Get him rattled, get him running. That time he ran from the near sideline all the way to the far side before trying to deliver the football. So 3 wide receivers split out to the far side for the Patriots. They'll go pistol formation.
3rd down and 10.
Chandler with time in the pocket. Pump fake. Comes across the middle. Going to go deep. He's got Hess. Makes the catch. And he'll be tackled at the 25-yard line. Clayton Caskey unable to run with Hess. He got behind the defense. And give credit to Chandler. He delivered a good football there. Big catch on 3rd down and long. And again, that's been a bugaboo tonight for Mangum. They have had the Patriots in 3rd and long several times and have not been able to get off the field. So the ball all the way down to the 25-yard line. 45 seconds left here in the 3rd. 1st and 10 for the Patriots. Mangum on top, 21-7. Chandler with Luke Rader in the backfield. Zach wants to throw, does, and that pass picked off the turf. No, it was incomplete. Yeah. That pass bouncing, but again intended for Hess. And boy, if you're Mangum, you got to find that young man. He's good. Incomplete pass will stop the clock with 24.7 left here in the 3rd.
Incomplete pass.
Chad getting a nice picture of the highway there a moment ago. 2nd down and 10. Clock stop. 24.7 remaining in the 3rd. 3rd possession of the period for the Patriots. Mangum has been able to keep them at bay here in this 3rd, scoring 2 touchdowns of their own. So Chandler from the pistol. And a timeout going to be taken by the Patriots. Otherwise, they get a delay of game. 24.7 left in the 3rd. Mangum 21. 7 for the Patriots. For Classic Hits 97.7.
Ashley Slayton and Catherine Webb, certified family nurse practitioners, and the rest of the friendly faces at the JCMH Family Care Clinic in Mangum treat all ages, children through adults. This means we are all yours for well child exams, annual checkups, as well as those illnesses that can hit us. We also do management of chronic illnesses like asthma, diabetes, and high blood pressure. Same-day appointments are usually available. At the JCMH Family Care Clinic in Mangum, call 782-3393 for appointments.
Sovereign Bank is your bank of choice. Sovereign Bank is a proud supporter of the Mangum Tiger Athletics. Supporting our schools and athletic programs is a top priority. Hear us roar, go Tigers. We're cheering you on all season long. Sovereign Bank, empowering our youth with the freedom to dream. Sovereign Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Out of the timeout. And remember that the Patriots took this with 24.7 left in the 3rd quarter of play. Jot that one down in case it comes into play late in the ball game. Southwest Covenant facing a 2nd down and 10. Ball setting at the Mangum 25. Zach Chandler in the backfield with Luke Rader. Chandler wants to throw, does, pass, caught. And a good job of climbing the ladder, making the catch. And at the 20-yard line, Lyndon Beimeyer in on the stop for Mangum. A couple of backs including Laughlin and Rogers. So that'll be the final play of quarter number 3. We go to the fourth. Mangum 21, Patriots 7. Final 12 coming up. Stick and stay on Classic Hits 97.7.
The law offices of Corey Kendall proudly support the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers. We're behind you all the way. Go Tigers! Corey Kendall, attorney at law, 122 North Oklahoma Avenue in Mangum.
Mangum Brick Company has been operating since the early 1900s. They're the largest private employer in Greer County. Mangum Brick is proud to support high school athletics radio broadcasts. And if you know of someone looking for work, always check with Mangum Brick, as they may be hiring.
Mangum Regional Medical Center proudly supports the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers. Here's to a healthy, winning season and a community that stands together. If you need us, find us at mangumregional.net.
Hey, come on by the Mangum Tag Agency at 108 East Pierce in Mangum for all your vehicle tag and registration needs. Driver's license, ID renewals, including CDL or Add Real ID. We now offer initial issuance and out-of-state driver's license and ID transfers. And we issue Pike Pass. For fast, friendly customer service, come see Tom, Cynthia, or Adam. We're here for you. Check us out online at mangumtag.com. For tag renewals and more information, phone 580-782-3004. The Mangum Tag Agency says go Tigers.
Final 12 minutes coming up. Mangum on top, 21-7. They have had a habit of imposing their will on people. Need to do that here. They've had Southwest Covenant on the ropes a couple of times. 3rd and 5 here. Can they hold? Chandler, flush from the pocket, being chased. And now he's got room here on the near side. Still wants to throw across the middle of the field. Pass incomplete. Boy, he could have ran for the first down, but he stopped and tried to hit his wide receiver, Bymeyer, in the middle of the field and couldn't get it done, so it'll be 4th down. So Mangum dodges the bullet on 3rd down. Now they'll face 4th down. 4th down and 5. Boy, I tell you what, I thought for a moment Trey Williams was going to be able to make the tackle in the backfield of Chandler and take them away from a 4th down situation, but nonetheless, Chandler and company will go 4th and 5. Hess in the slot on the right side. Look for him. 4th down and 5. Chandler, pressure late, wants to throw. Can't, gets tackled. No, he's still on his feet. How about that? Rolls near side. Now throws into the end zone. Pass is intercepted. Ball picked off in the end zone by Henley. Great job by Curtis. And now there's a debate whether he got out onto the field of play or it's going to be a touchback. He intercepted the ball in the end zone. His momentum took him to the sideline. And they said he stepped out of bounds at the 1. So it'll be 1st and 10 for Mangum at their own 1-yard line. 1st and 99. We saw this once before. They were driving nicely, and then a turnover cost them. But again, the way they have dominated the line of scrimmage in this second half of play, just run right at them. Bo in the backfield now. Rogers at quarterback. He's there with Cray Manny. Rogers keeps it near side, breaks a tackle across the 5 out to the 6-yard line. Quite a collision there. Bo Rogers really took on the defender, and the defender slow to get up. Lyndon Bymeyer really got thumped that time as he made that tackle. Beemeyer, that's how you say that. Beemeyer says he's all right. I don't know. That's one of those a little punch drunk after taking a shot like that. Now they'll hand it off right up the middle of the field. That's the tailback across the 10 out to about the 12-yard line. Was that Curtis back in there? Nope, Cray Manny on the carry. Manny picks up a 3:33 first down for Mangum. A minute gone by here in the 4th. Good job by Cray. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Tigers. They now have it at their own 13-yard line. Laughlin wants to throw. Pass caught by Max. Richardson 20, 25 and pushed out of bounds at the 30-yard line. Pitch and catch there from Remington Laughlin. to Mad Max Richardson. Gain out to the 30. That'll be good enough for a first down from 333 Dental as they move the sticks. Beyond Thunderdome with Mad Max, who's got a touchdown on the night. First and 10 from the 30. Laughlin going to keep it himself. Now a shovel pass out in the flat. Richardson is there to make the catch. And that'll be positive yardage of 7, almost 8. Call it second down and a long 2, short 3. And actually, it will be 2 as they mark him at the 38-yard line. Heads up play there by Remy as he got that little shovel pass over the top to Mad Max. Good combination there. Second down and 2. Now Mangum gets to 5 free yards there. Hard count, second time of the night into the neutral zone. Arlen Tennyson. Mangum picks up a 3:33 Dental first down the easy way. That'll bring the ball across the 40 to the 43. 10-14 left of the ball game. Mangum 21-7.
5-yard penalty.
And again,
Give the Tigers a first down and 10.
may come down to points at the end, so try to get that 15. Laughlin looking for somebody to hand it off to. Nobody there, and he'll get sacked. Back to the 35-yard line. Give credit to Bauer that time. Or that's Arlen Tennyson. Tennyson did a good job that time of staying at home, and Remy turned and looked for somebody to hand it to. There wasn't anybody there. And the next thing he knew, Tennyson was in his back pocket tackling him. Loss of 8 on the play. Bring up a second down and 18. High snap. Laughlin goes up and gets it. Hands it off to Manny. Cray banging into people. Still on his feet. Driving the legs across the 40 out to about the 43. He'll get near the original line of scrimmage. It'll be third down at about 10 and a half. But again, the high snap has really played havoc with the timing here tonight on the Mangum side of the offense. And again, I know Manny picked up almost 5 on the play, but that was all on his own. So Laughlin sends Richardson in motion. Mad Max to the near side. They go slip screen to Mason. Has the 45 and gets rocked at about the 47-yard line. Hard running there and a hard tackle as well. Mason Parker, and the guy who tackled him has yet to get up off the field. So we'll take a timeout here. It'll be fourth down for Mangum, 4th down and 5. What does head coach Sam Powers do when you and I come back? Classic Hits 97.7.
Folks in Mangum know what to do when they need to quench a thirst, curb a hunger attack, or cool down with an ice cream. They just make the Loop at 918 North Lewis Tittle in Mangum. The Loop, supporting the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers.
TCLC is a family-owned 5-star daycare center that has been caring for children for over 45 years. The owners of Tiger Cub are proud to serve the Mangum area and support the Mangum Lady Tigers and Tigers on the radio and streaming. Tiger Cub Learning Center says,
Attention Mangum Tigers. Are you ready to show your Tiger pride? This is Lori Laughlin from Cattlemen's Bank, member FDIC. At our bank, we are always geared up and ready to cheer the Tigers and Lady Tigers on to victory. You can count on us to wear the brightest orange and black. We'll see you at the games.
Triad Home Health in Mangum is locally owned and offers nursing, physical therapy, occupational, wound care, IV therapy, and more. All administered by people who go above and beyond for you. Phone Triad Home Health today at 580-782-5800. That's 782-5800.
Hi, Mangum Tiger fans. This is Jill Grauman with RE/MAX Property Place. If you need to buy or sell a property or a home in Mangum or anywhere in Greer County, just call me at 580-706-0259. You'll see lots of my signs around town because I get the results for my clients. I say, go Mangum Tigers.
Jill Grauman, RE/MAX Property Place. Always here, always helping.
So Harper Ellison, the injured player, able to leave the field underneath his own power, but he'll come here to the sidelines. Mangum, meantime, facing a 4th down and about 4.5. Ball at their own 48, the line to make the 47.5-yard line. Jenny Hernandez, you've tuned in just in time for a big play. 8:46 left in the ball game. Mangum leads 21-7. Laughlin wants to throw. Remy across the middle of the field. Pass caught, first down, and more. Inside the 40, down to the 39-yard line. How about that? Zeke Rogers. What a great security blanket he is. Excellent delivery, on target, on time that time by Remington Laughlin. It'll take the ball down. They marked him officially at the 39. 1st and 10. Rogers running that square in. He didn't loop it off. He cut it off at the 90-degree angle, and Laughlin hit him with the pass. Little pot pass now to Richardson. Mad Max has the 35. Still on his feet, 30, 25, and shoved out of bounds at the 20, but this one will come back. Now we get a second penalty flag flying. We've got a hold back here at the 41. May get a personal foul at the end of the play on the Patriots.
Line of scrimmage. Laundry all over the field.
So that hold would be the 3rd of the night in positive territory for Mangum. But then that flag flew at the end of the play when Richardson got knocked out of bounds. Let's see what the call is here. Got the hold on Mangum. And we got a personal foul on the Patriots, so they will offset and we'll simply replay the down.
Replay the down.
Minute 10 or 8:16 left here in the ball game. The officials having a conversation, and they may be discussing whether that personal foul was a dead ball, which would not be an offsetting situation. It would be marked off against the Patriots. You get the hold and live action, but if that personal foul was after the play, well, now they're going to mark off 10 for the hold, and then they're going to come back 15 for the personal foul. Okay. Yeah, that's interesting.
10-yard penalty.
So
on the offense, 15-yard penalty.
how it works out, Mangum gets 5 on the play. Wow.
Gain of 5 yards.
And it's a 1st down and 5. All right, then.
1st down and 5.
So Mangum has it inside the 35 at the 34-yard line. 1st and 5. And again, if you're Sam Powers, this is a down in distance. You can open the playbook. Got Zeke here on the near side, but they'll go with the bootleg. And Laughlin's got the 1st down or more, 25, and knocked out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. But penalty flags fly from every direction. And this one is going to come back, and we're going to get another hold. And again, this is one in film study this week that coaches are going to rail on it because Laughlin had already turned the corner. There was no need for that hold. He was down the far sideline. So the holding penalty from the point of infraction, which was right at the 30-yard line. So they'll take it back to the 40. This is crazy. And we'll redo 1st down. So we've had 1st and 10, 1st and 5. Now we got 1st and 11. 8:09 remaining. The moon not quite full, but close enough. Here on this 3rd day of October, 2025. Laughlin wants to throw, has time, rolls near side, now breaks a tackle, has the 40, 35, and gingerly steps out of bounds there. And again, some extracurricular at the end of the play. Good job by Colton. So he will take it to the 45-yard line. And we've got an injured player down at the 5-yard line. And he has cramps. Something tells me that if Chad and I had to climb this ladder one more time on this press box, we too would be suffering from cramps. Time out going to be taken here. 7:54 left of the ball game. Mangum on top, 21-7. Classic Hits, 97.7.
Great Plains Bank of Mangum is proud to support the Mangum Tigers and the exciting fall sports season. Get ready to cheer on our local youth and enjoy all the thrilling activities our community thrives when we come together to celebrate and support our young athletes. When it comes to your banking needs, whether you're opening a new account, applying for a loan, or just seeking financial advice, our friendly team is here to help you every step of the way. Great Plains Bank, proudly serving our community with a smile. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Blair Tire and Feed on the corner of Highway 283 and 19 is your certified Firestone tire dealer and a proud supporter of the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers. When you need tires, we're specialty trained and equipped to take care of you. Lyle Shaw and his crew at Blair Tire and Feed wish the Tigers lots of luck in today's game. And always remember, play smart, play safe, play hard, and play with pride. And good luck from everyone at Blair Tire and Feed on the corner of Highway 283 and 19 in Blair, Oklahoma.
Well, we welcome into the broadcast booth Tabitha Adame and Jay McCormick. Good to have you guys alongside on this Football Friday night, week number 5. The injured player suffering the cramps for the Patriots. One of their defensive backs, Lyndon Bynum. We'll see if they don't exploit him. Henley going to keep it near side. Breaks a tackle, 30. Still on his feet, 25, gets a block, and is bumped out of bounds at about the 21-yard line. But back at the 25, I see a yellow flag, which would indicate either a block in the back or a hold.
Millie ran the ball. Harper Ellison pushed him out of bounds.
Trey Green says Gatta, and Jimmy Joe Martin has checked in. Hello, Jimmy Joe. I know your golf game is good, buddy. Timmy and I had a chance to go out and play with his grandson last night. An emergency 9 holes broke out for us. Somebody asked me about that. What's that mean, emergency 9 holes? I always have my clubs with me. My clubs and my shoes in case an emergency round of golf occurs, and it did yesterday. So holding from the point of infraction takes it back to the 34-yard line. 2nd down and 4. Laughlin with a screen. Henley, blockers out in front. 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, and tackled there. 1st and goal for Mangum. Ellison saves the touchdown, but it's 1st and goal for Mangum. 3:33, 1st down inside the red zone. Brought to us by Sovereign Bank. Perfectly timed screen there for Mangum. Tigers trying to go up by 3 touchdowns. 7:20 left of the ball game. Fire out in the corner, diving for the end zone, in for the score. The catch is made. Touchdown across the way. Mad Max Richardson with the catch. Great job by Mad Max. His great fake as well. Most everybody was fooled. It looked like it was a handoff to Henley, and then all of a sudden Remington steps up, fires a fastball to Mad Max, makes the catch of the 5, and dives into the end zone for the score. And with 7:15 remaining, Mangum can breathe a little bit easier now as they lead it 27-7 with the extra point on the way.
Mangum lines up for the extra point attempt.
Snap is a little bit high, but a good job by Mad Max to go get it. And Derek will knock it through for the 28th point of the ball game. 7:15 remaining. Mangum now in front, 28-7. We're Classic Hits, 97.7.
If you need some welding done or a metal building built, then call Rocky Caskey. Rocky has built metal buildings in southwest Oklahoma for more than 15 years. Carports, patio covers, building large or small, Rocky Caskey does them all. Don't settle for less. Get the best building for your money. Call Rocky Caskey at 580-471-8282. That's 471-8282. Rocky supports high school sports.
In Bloom Flowers and Gifts is proud to sponsor Mangum Tiger Games. The new In Bloom Flowers and Gifts offers a big selection of Tiger Pride items. Make some noise, Tiger fans, and show your pride with spirit items. In Bloom Flowers and Gifts, right in the corner with the right Tiger Pride.
As they so often do, Mangum scoring unanswered points. Trail at 1.7-0, have reeled off 28 unanswered. And with 7:15 remaining, they lead 28-7. But again, you've got to be careful anytime that Artavius Hess touches the football. And Mangum has kicked it to him a couple of times here tonight, and I was going to wonder out loud why. I mean, we watch him, and they'll flip-flop sides of the field. Hammond, see if he recognizes that, as Hess is at the top of your screen. Kick it high and short, and that is in no man's land. Free football, and Mangum got it! Great job by the Tigers hustling down the field, and they come up with a free football. Trying to see who came out of the pile for Mangum. Racing down there to get the football, and again, that may be Diego Tellis, and it was. Great job by Diego. That ball in no man's land, and again, it's a free kick on a kickoff. You have got to get on it. If you're the receiving team, they didn't. Diego did, and Mangum will get it now with 7:14 remaining. Great field position for the Tigers at the 32-yard line. And before this one starts, illegal procedure going to be called against Mangum. Wow. Well, Mangum has gained control of this ball game, but this is one that has Coach Powers and the rest of his staff gnashing their teeth. This has not been a work of art. This is not one you're going to hang on the wall and say, yeah, we got it done. 1st and 15 now for Mangum. High snap. Henley gets the handoff, comes out of the pile, and takes it inside the 30, down to the 28-yard line. Again, though, with even though the turnovers and the penalties have been there, it is the same story that we have seen from Mangum through the first now 5 weeks of the season. They wear you down. You can see it graphically illustrated on that play as Curtis got the 5 back from the procedure and then picked up 3 more. 2nd down and 7. 6:35 left of the ball game. Mangum want to punch it in one more time. Laughlin wants to keep it himself, cuts it inside off the end, has the 25, spins down to the 23-yard line, and that'll bring up a 3rd down and 2. Run pass option, good job by Laughlin there. And now Laughlin will sit, and Bo Rogers will come in. We have seen Rogers do this throughout the course of the evening, usually going off that left side. Cooper Curbo, though, on the right side, and there you go again. Why they shoot themselves in the foot. Got a 30, and yeah, looking across the way, and Sam taking off his headset and looking skyward going, what are we doing, guys? And again, 5th week of the season. You don't expect this. So what was 3rd and short now becomes 3rd down and about 6. Still going to be 4th down territory.
4th down and 7.
It's 3rd down, despite what the PA guy said. Bo, high snap, gets it. He takes it inside the 25, runs into a tackler at about the 21-yard line. And given that mark across the way, it'll be a 1st down. 3:33 Dental 1st down. So they move the sticks at the 5:20 mark. Anita Pipemeyer-Fisher, great job. Mad Max cheering him on from Kansas. So 1st and 10, 5:15 left of the ball game. Handoff to Henley. Curtis, patient now, bursts out of the pile and takes it inside the 15 down to the 14. And again, you're just seeing guys that are tired on the other side of the field. They are worn down by the physicality of Mangum. Tigers have done their best to keep the Patriots in it, but they are going to escape with a victory here tonight, it would appear. 4:50 remaining. 2nd down and about 2. With the football, Rogers. Mad Max with a block, and Bo will take it inside the 10, down to about the 9. That'll be a 1st down, 1st and goal from there. 3:33 Dental 1st down. And again, a steady diet of Bo Rogers. 4:35 left for the ball game.
1st down and 10, Tigers.
And I would not be surprised to see Bo matriculate this one in. And big uglies up front, really manhandling now the line of scrimmage.
1st and goal to go.
I'm going to send a man in motion. Inside handoff, and staying at home that time was the Patriots as they tried to go to Cooper Curbo with that little inside handoff on the reverse, but nothing doing. And that'll bring up a second down at 9. And Mad Max got a touchdown earlier in the ball game and picked up positive yardage as well, but that time Cooper Kerbo had nowhere to go. Laughlin back in at quarterback. He'll hand it off to Henley. Henley spins around at the 10, cuts back to the near side, has the 7, gets banged into there. All of that for naught. Another holding penalty going to be called on Mangum. So the flag lays at the 11. They'll mark it back to the 21.
Flag on the play. Initial.
April says I was skipping on the enthusiasm for Mad Max's second touchdown. Well, I got to be honest with you, April. I couldn't tell from this distance if it was Mad Max. The lighting here is a little bit different, and Chad talked about it. They do a good job of flooding the field with light, but in the corners it's a little bit dark. And undoubtedly, they had to design these lights to not affect the homes that are in the vicinity. Again, a high snap. Laughlin will go get it. He'll fire it across the middle. Talon Frazier with the catch. He's knocked off his feet at about the 5-yard line. And it'll be 3rd and goal from there. 3:20 remaining in the ball game. So 3rd and goal from the 5. Cray Manny has come into the backfield. Cooper Kerbo there as well. Add Max in the slot. Maybe he'll get another chance here, and I can dap him up. Laughlin fires. Caught by Bo. Touchdown. Bo Rogers with a 5-yard touchdown reception at the 2:58 mark of the ball game, and Mangum now leads it 34-7. Good job there by Laughlin. Took the handoff, spun to the near side, thought maybe he could walk into the end zone, but the end was there, and just flipped it over the top. Bo wide open for the easy score. 2:58 remaining. Derek Hammond on for another extra point attempt. Kick is on its way. It is up, and it is good. 2:58 left of the ball game. Mangum, they'll get their 15. They'll get their 5th win. 35-7 here on Classic Hits 97.7.
Are you ready to take the next step towards your degree? Reach Higher is Oklahoma's degree completion program designed just for you. At Western Oklahoma State College, we make it easy to finish your associate's degree with flexible options that fit your busy life. Choose from online classes to face-to-face learning or a mix of both. Don't wait. Enrollment is open now. Visit wosc.edu or call us at 580-477-2000 and start reaching higher today.
College football coming up tomorrow. It will be an easy win for the Oklahoma Sooners before they start the gauntlet that is the SEC portion of their schedule. They will take on, Kent State? Is that who it is tomorrow? Okay. 2 o'clock kick time, I believe. 3 o'clock kick time. And then Oklahoma State still reeling and fired a coach and a defensive coordinator in consecutive weeks. They return to the Big 12 tomorrow. Arizona, their opponent. Is that correct? That ball game kicks at 2. Coverage here will be on the Fox Radio Network at about 12 o'clock on 1420 KTJS. Teresa Sainer says, let's go Tigers, and she's waiting to see that Cooper Kerbo dance. Mangum now in front, 35-7. 2:58 left of the ball game. Another short kick on the far sideline, and this one will go out of bounds. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 35 for the Patriots. And again, I'm not going to take anything away from them because they came out and played hard and led for quite a while, 7-0. But a lot of that, the result of penalties and turnovers by Mangum. This could have been the score quite a while ago. 35-7. And actually it won't be the 35 because the ball didn't get to the 35. Get to the... All right, they mark it at the 39. I'm not sure what the guys in the striped shirts are doing. At this point, it doesn't matter. 1st and 10. Now it is toss sweep here on the near side, chased nicely by Mangum. Henley turned that one back to the inside and then got all kinds of help from all kinds of tacklers. Remington Laughlin there. Shane Lee. Also getting off the pile there, Gabe Miranda. Second and a dozen now after the 2-yard loss. Derek Hammond has had a whale of a ball game tonight, and I don't mean from the kicking standpoint. He has shut down, for the most part, Trip Niles. Coming in, thought Niles was really going to be a focus of this offense for the Patriots, and they've tried several times, and Derek has been right with him, stride for stride. And now a whistle and delay of game will be called. And that is especially troublesome for the Patriots because, as we've mentioned, they've got play clocks here. Debbie Davis getting called out by Teresa Sainer late in the ball game. 2:06 remaining. So Mangum will stay perfect. They'll get their 15 points, have 30 going into a Week 6 matchup against the Bearcats of Moreland. That ball game next week at the Liberty Bowl. Kickoff at 7 o'clock. And the Drummers that we were thrilled by last year will make an appearance at halftime again next week at the Liberty Bowl. Inside screen to Hess. Laughlin trying to fight through traffic. Lee giving chase. Hess across the 50, down to the 48-yard line, and now the 47. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Patriots. And they did mark him at the 48. So 1st and 10 for the 48. And again, there were a couple of times early in the ballgame, Artavius Hess got loose. And we wondered out loud why that was happening. Done a better job of bottling him up in the second half of play, but you see his talent right there. Clock running, 90 seconds left in this one. 35-7. Tigers would love to keep them out of the end zone. Another toss sweep here on the near side, cutting it back across the 45, down to the 40 and now the 39-yard line. Will be the tailback Luke Rader. So he got dragged down on the play. Said Upton on the carry. Dragged down on the play by one of the big uglies from behind, Johnny McGee. Boy, when Johnny got a motor that just runs all the time. And when he gets his hands on you, you can forget it.
In Tiger territory.
2nd down and 1. Ball at the 39. 50 seconds left of the ball game. And again, they'll go to the tailback, and a spinning tackle made at about the 35 by Diego Tellis. Back-to-back carries now for Cash Upton. Upton just a freshman. Took it to the 34 there. Clock stops. Now they'll wind it. 45 seconds left of the ball game, so a couple of plays left. David Henry says, way to go Tigers. Way to work through the kinks. Keep it going. And they did have some bugaboos in this ball game, but still going to win it going away. And not in any hurry to get the playoff are the Patriots. Low snap, pop pass, cutting back, near side, staying at home. Mangum defensively. Carduccio had nowhere to go. Mad Max stayed at home, made the tackle. Final play of the ball game, and the Tigers will win it. Mangum trailing at 1.7-0, reel off 35 unanswered, and they win it going away 35-7. 35-7, Mangum wins it tonight here on Classic Hits 97.7.
At 333 Dental Care, we're all smiles for our hometown teams. We're proud to cheer on the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers this season. Go Tigers! Bring home the win!
Hey, all you Tiger fans, it's game time. This is Jacob Gilner from Cattlemen's Bank, member FDIC. We are thrilled and ready for live Mangum Tiger and Lady Tiger action on the field and court this season. Let's pack the stands and cheer loud. Cattlemen's Bank is full of school spirit. Go Tigers!
Greer County Farm Bureau agents Mickey Lively and Rod Calhoun support high school sports. Mickey and Rod offer insurance for property, auto, casualty, life, commercial, and crop insurance. They're ready to serve you at 231 North Oklahoma in Mangum. Call 580-782-3827.
Stormy Maury, I'm not sure I know the song Go Diego, Go, Go Diego, but I want you to come sing it for me sometime. Diego Tellis and the Mangum Tigers winning tonight by a final score of 35-7. You know, in baseball parlance, they often talk about pitchers who don't have their best stuff, but are able to win games when they don't have their best stuff. Mangum Tigers did not have their best stuff here tonight, but they win it, and they win it in convincing fashion, 35-7. And touchdown drive of about 48 yards after the turnover by Mangum that the Patriots put together and gave them a 7-0 lead that they held on to for a long time. Mangum then reeled off 35 unanswered, and they win it going away to improve to 5-0, 2-0 inside the district, and they've got their 30 points through 2 bowl games. Player of the game, that's a tough one, but I've got to go with Bo Rogers. And Bo got it done in all facets of the contest. He played defensively extremely well, ran the football from the quarterback position, threw the ball a couple of times, and, oh, by the way, caught a touchdown pass as well. So congratulations to Bo Rogers and the rest of the Mangum Tigers. They are now 5-0, headed to a Week 6 showdown back at the Liberty Bowl as they entertain the Moreland Bearcats, and you and I will be there beginning at 6:40 next Friday. So for Chad Fox, I'm Michael Barnes. Thanks for joining us tonight, live in living color, here on Classic Hits 97.7.
The 580 Bar and Grill in Altis